People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family. Hours of road work. Fighting through the pain of training. We don't complain. You know, people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me then, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube, where future stars of boxing fight. People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family. Hours of road work. Fighting through the pain of training. We don't complain. You know, people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Global Sports Stream. Live streaming sports to the world on YouTube.
Chris Martin, we're emanating from the boxing crazy country of Mexico here in Tijuana, Baja California, where we're going to bring to you live 15 stream fights. Now, Tony, 15 stream fights. We're going to go ahead and see Tony Hirsch as well as Armando Tovar, as well as Mario Ramirez. And Tony Hirsch is looking to go ahead and continue his path towards a world title. He hasn't been beaten in quite a long time. And Tony, he's age 33. And he's doing really, really well so far. He's at a great point. And with that, he thinks he has a good chance of achieving his goal of getting a world title shot.
That's correct. I believe it's 14 years. 4 years. 2013, the last time he suffered a loss. But most people think that at this point in the career that a boxer is done. I believe that Tony Hirsch still has what it takes, to make a world title run.
Now, before we get to the main event and the other fights, we got to go ahead and kick off the festivities here in Tijuana, Mexico, at the Salón Mezzanine. So let's go ahead and take it to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores, to start the night off.
Boxing Promotions en asociación con Global Sports Streaming, Best in Boxing VIP Streaming around the world. Esta noche, desde el Salón Mezzanine, una tradición boxística ya en esta ciudad de Tijuana, la frontera más visitada del mundo. Les damos la más cordial bienvenida a una noche más de alto impacto. Este evento es sancionado por la Honorable Comisión de Box, Lucha Libre y Artes Marciales Mixtas de esta ciudad de Tijuana, presidida por el presidente Alberto Martínez, comisionado de boxeo Alejandro García, servicios médicos los doctores Ernesto Franco y Benjamín Sandoval, al frente del tiempo Sergio Fernández. Introducing your three judges scoring this bout in ringside, sus tres jueces Francisco Pacheco, Carlos de la Rocha y Sergio Lechuga. And your third man at the belt, el tercero en la superficie, el experimentado Juan Morales Lee. Introducing to you first the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing red trunks with black trim. He's official weight 126 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo color rojo con negro, con un peso de 126 libras. As a professional, he stands with 5 victories against 7 losses. Cuenta con un récord profesional de 5 victorias por 7 derrotas, representando a Mexicali, Baja California. Sergio García. And he's one across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing yellow with black and red. He's official weight 126 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzón calzoncillo amarillo con negro y rojo, con un peso idéntico de 126 libras. As a professional, he stands undefeated with 9 victories, 0 losses, and 6 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 9 victorias, 0 derrotas y 6 de esas victorias por la vía rápida del cloroformo. De Tijuana, Baja California, Rigoberto Rigo Hermosillo. And to give out the final instructions, here is Juan Morales Lee para dar las instrucciones finales.
Saben las reglas, yo las acabo, mucho cuidado con la cabeza, no golpes al cerebro, no golpes a riñones y abajo del cinturón. Dense la mano que gane mejor. Suerte para los dos.
Hello, everybody. Marcos Villegas here, live from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. Here with my broadcast partner, Chris Martin, as we have 4 rounds in the super featherweight division. Rigoberto Hermosillo, 9-0 from Tijuana, Mexico, going up against Sergio Garan with a record in 5-7. As both fighters now are in the center of the ring. Rigoberto Hermosillo with the yellow shorts with red trim. His opponent, Garan, with the red shorts and black trim.
As of right now, Hermosillo seems to be the stalker, the smaller guy. Sergio Gran looking to back up and box a little bit. Takes a straight left.
It's a good little feeling out process for him right now in round number 1, as he is the aggressor moving forward with his jab.
Definitely looks like Garan is trying to counter, and
down he goes. Rigoberto with a knockdown right now. Easy night of work right there for Rigoberto Hermosillo, scoring a first round knockout via a left hook body shot. And what a body shot, because we see Sergio Garan still
on
canvas right now, as Rigoberto improves to 10-0 in the super featherweight division.
that was a well-placed body shot by Hermosillo, and definitely Garan didn't have a chance to get up right there.
Now in the next fight coming up, Chris, we have a guy in Rodrigo Garcia, 17-0. Good record on his resume, going up against Alejandro Alonso with, I would say,
more of a
journeyman's record of 10-18-4, you know, but at some points when you're building up a fighter,
you definitely need fights like this. Yes.
It serves as building confidence in the fighter, and even as well giving them a look at a different type of style that they may have not seen in their pro career before.
Of course, you come down to Tijuana, Mexico, you're going to get tough fighters that come forward, and that's mainly the style out here in the west coast of the United States is come forward styles, you know, Mexican style, like Triple G would say.
No, there's sometimes too, you know, it's kind of like the amateurs where you get these fights at last minute. Rodrigo was actually a last minute addition to this card. He was supposed to have a fight tomorrow. That fight fell through. And you've had amateur fights. The majority of these boxers here come from the amateur system. Sometimes you just don't know what kind of style you're going to get, and it kind of makes you feel like you're back in the amateurs.
Yeah, definitely. At the beginning of the career, boxing career, you don't know who you're fighting, and that might be the hard part, the suspense of who am I fighting, what kind of style.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end officially at 1 minute 22 seconds in the very first round. Tenemos el tiempo inicial de 1 minuto 22 segundos en el primer asalto. Declaring your winner by the way of technical knockout. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. Tijuana presente. Rigoberto Rigo Hermosillo. Y también fuerte reconocimiento a su rival, a Sergio Garán.
As we see here now, the next matchup here in Western Boxing, a 6-round super welterweight tilt featuring, as we see in the ring right now, Alejandro Alonso from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, with a record of 10 and 18 and 4. And now comes to the ring, Rodrigo Garcia, 17-0 from San Antonio, California. And he's not ready to turn down, huh, Chris?
Absolutely not. He's ready to go.
Both fighters are now in the ring. Let's go ahead and take it up to a ring announcer, Pablo Flores.
Damas y caballeros, el siguiente combate está pactado a 6 rounds en la edición de peso super welter. 6 rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Presented by Boriseca Boxing Promotions and BIP, the best in boxing. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Sergio Lechuga, Carlos de la Rocha y Francisco Pacheco. And your third man inside the ring, el tercero en la superficie, Juan Morales Lee. Introduce you first, the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing black and red. He's official weight 154 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con rojo, con un peso de 154 libras. Professional stands with 32 professional bouts. Cuenta con 32 combates profesionales de Tijuana, Baja California. Alejandro Alonso. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He enters the ring wearing blue and red. Official weight 154 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo azul con rojo y blanco, con un peso idéntico de 154 libras. As a professional, he stands undefeated with 17 victories, no losses, and 12 of those victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 17 victorias, 0 derrotas y 2 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De Santana, California, Rodrigo García. And here's your third man. Para dar las instrucciones finales, Juan Morales Lee.
Saben la regla, llévenlas a cabo. De esa mano que gane mejor. Suerte para los dos.
At the Salon Mezzanine in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. 2 Mexican fighters in the ring. We're expecting them to go toe-to-toe and come out swinging when this round starts.
Definitely 2 Mexican fighters. You can expect the war.
Here we go, round number 1. Rodrigo Garcia in the blue and red trunks, and his opponent Alejandro Alonso in the black with red trim. Rodrigo starting out calm, trying to see what his opponent is going to do and trying to see the little nicks that he could capitalize on in there.
Definitely. He just seems like to hunt him down right now, trying to see what his opponent has to offer.
Big hook right there by Rodrigo. When looking at the two from ringside, too, Chris, Rodrigo looks in a lot better shape, obviously, but he's also the bigger guy in there.
Yeah, he seems like the bigger guy. He's well-toned body, as opposed to Alonso, who doesn't seem to be doing much sit-ups in the gym. But, you know, you have to give him the experience. He's been in 18 fights, Oh, 18 losses, 10 wins. That's a lot of fights.
And sometimes it's not the most muscular guy in there that ends up winning the fights.
Definitely not, but you have to give him the experience. He seems to block.
And brutal body shots as down goes Alonso. Alonso displaying a lot of heart, but he might be too brave for his own good. As here comes Rodrigo Garcia, stalking, wanting to get that KO win right now in the first round. As he continues
Alonso
to dig
needs
to
to
the
tie
body.
up right now. He needs to tie up.
Alonso on the retreat. And Garcia keeps digging into that body. These are just brutal shots.
Body shot, brutal.
I have
you
no idea how how much longer he's going to be able to take this punishment.
Switching southpaw now, trying to find an answer.
He's going to have to get a pretty big answer if he's going to want to survive out of this round.
There you go.
Overhand right.
Overhand right by Alonso. As right now, his only shot right now is landing a big shot, trying to keep Garcia off of him.
And down he goes again.
Seems as though that was more of a need to take a quick breather.
Well, he does have a total of over 30 fights, veteran move there. Like you mentioned, taking a knee to give himself some time.
Try to get out of the round, survive the round.
Hey, you can survive. Hey, more credit to him. As both fighters exchange there at the end of the bell. Alonso somehow surviving that first round, suffering 2 knockdowns via body shots.
We'll take that as a victory for Alonso to get out of that brutal round.
Hey, he's a tough guy, man. You got to give him credit. A lot of heart right there on that kid. So from our vantage point here, Chris, with those body shots that caused the knockdowns, what did you see there that caused for those 2 knockdowns to happen?
Well, it was just solid, straight to the liver. Those definitely buckle your knees, freeze your whole entire body, and you know the veteran that Alonso is, he was able to get up, fight it, tell his body, use his mind to get up, because it's a difficult task to get up from a body shot like he just received.
Now, and it just completely saps you of your energy. Sometimes your motor functions, you can't do anything, you just pause it.
Absolutely, you want to, you just can't.
As we're about to start now, round number 2 underway. Rodrigo Garcia, big leads, scoring 2 knockdowns in round number 1. And like I mentioned earlier, Chris, Rodrigo already had a fight scheduled, and it's supposed to happen tomorrow night. The fight fell through, and you can tell he just looked very sharp, in great shape, and his timing is great as well.
Yeah, he was expecting to fight tomorrow. As a fighter, if the fight changes to the day before, as a fighter, you have to take it. Has the opportunity to show his skills. He had a long training camp.
As he continues to dig to the body, that's going to pay dividends for him. Maybe in this round, or maybe if Alonso is able to survive into the later rounds, but certainly he's having a lot of success with that shot to the liver.
Absolutely, he has to take advantage of Alonso's soft body, and it seems as though he's doing it right now.
Hey, he might have a soft body, but he got a granite chin because he's able to take these punches, and it's all over.
It's over.
Oh, Alonso was taking a beating. He seemed fine at that point, but you know what? Completely agree with the referee because he was just taking a lot of punishment at that point.
Definitely, he was taking a lot of shots. That might have not been the best opportune moment to stop the fight, but the ref saw what he saw.
With this win, Rodrigo Garcia now improves his record to 18-0. Certainly, I think at this point, when you're a fighter that has 18 wins, you're going to want to step up the level of competition a little bit more, no?
Absolutely. Right now, he's padding up his record, so to speak. He's got to go ahead and step up in competition later on in his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Juan Lee steps in and calls a halt to this contest at 58 seconds in round number 2. El referee tuvo el combate con un tiempo de 58 segundos en el round número 2. Declaring your winner by the way of technical knockout. El ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. Y a un invicto, Rodrigo García. También el reconocimiento para su rival Alejandro Alonso.
Baja California, making his pro debut here tonight at the Salon Mezzanine, as now his opponent makes his way into the ring. From the Bay Area, Oakland, California, Mr. Justin Woodard with a professional record of 0-1. Pretty evenly matched in terms of records.
Yeah, definitely evenly matched. Maybe we could see more than one round this fight.
Damas y caballeros, Boisteca Boxing Promotions presenta nuestro siguiente encuentro pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso semi-completo. 4 rounds of boxing in the light heavyweight division. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Carlos de la Rocha, Seth Lechuga y Francisco Pacheco. And when the bell rings, your third man, el tercero en superficie, Juan Morales Lee. Introduces you first, the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with white. He's overweight 175 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo azul con blanco, con un peso de 175 libras. And tonight, making his pro debut, haciendo su debut profesional de la bella Cenicienta del Pacífico, Ensenada, Baja California, Juan Sandoval. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing black trunks with white and gray. He's official weight 175 pounds. He's su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con blanco y gris, con un peso idéntico de 175 libras. Professionally, he stands with 0 victories and 1 loss. Tiene un récord profesional de 0 victorias por 1 derrota. Hailing out of Oakland, California, USA, Justin the Snake Woodard. And to give out the final instructions, para dar las instrucciones finales, aquí está Juan Morales.
Sabe la regla, llévelas a cabo. Mucho cuidado. No head, no hat. Dense la mano, que ganen mejor. Suerte para los dos. ¿Está bien?
All right, you guys, here we go. 4 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Justin Woodard of Oakland, California with the 0-1 record. Going up against Juan Sandoval in his professional debut. As the referee giving the instructions to go ahead and start the bout. Round 1 now underway. Woodard, nicknamed the Snake, in all black, while Juan Sandoval is in the blue trunks with white trim. And immediately, Juan Sandoval going after the snake, Woodard.
Like you mentioned earlier, Marcos, you don't know what you're going to get in these fights. And Sandoval comes out, and he's a southpaw. See if Woodard has been training to fight a southpaw.
Ain't that a tough thing, right? Your pro debut, you go up against a southpaw who's bigger than you. Sandoval, the first thing that I see from him is his calves are the size of softballs. I would imagine he has a lot of power in those punches.
Definitely, some Canelo calves right there.
Oh, man. As both fighters are in the ring exchanging. It's very apparent by looking at the two that Woodard is a little bit older than Sandoval. Woodard is actually 43 years old, and he spent 10 years in jail. And he wasn't able to start his boxing career up until now in his 40s. So he feels young at this stage because he hasn't taken a lot of damage.
Yes, but you can see in his body, his age, and he's looking right now to be the aggressor against a younger guy, and we're going to see if that plays out for him.
Sandoval right there lands a good combination, but Woodard being smart, keeping him on the inside so he can't have full extension on those punches.
Woodard going to the body, what he should do at the beginning of this fight. There he goes again.
As Sandoval obliging to fight Woodard on the back ropes. As Woodard continuing his assault to the body, putting in some good work there.
Definitely he needs to keep that up. Get the younger guy tired. Keep going to the body.
Big uppercut landed by both fighters as Woodard responds with a quick left hook.
And Woodard keeps holding Sandoval in the back of the head and punching. And the referee seems to be allowing it right now. There he goes. First warning.
I'm sure if he keeps it up, there will be a point deduction. Oh! Sandoval going down. It seemed, though, that he might have stepped on the foot of Sandoval, and the referee does instruct that that did, in fact, happen. As we come to the end of round number 1. First professional round of Juan Sandoval's career. Now in the books, and looking here ringside, it appears that he has a cut over his left eye. Not a good start for your very first professional round.
Definitely not. Not a good start for your professional debut, but we'll see if he can get through it. He had a very good first round against the older boxer. See if he can continue.
What do you think he's feeling in that first round? Like, how were you in your debut?
A little nerve-wracking, but I didn't get cut my first fight.
As round 2 is about to get set underway, and it's really interesting seeing Justin Woodard, spending those 10 years in jail. He knows he has limited time left in his career, and he just wants to go ahead and move very quickly. And, you got to make up for lost time, and that's what he's doing right here.
Absolutely. I'm sure he told himself many times inside of that jail cell that, hey, I'm going to be a professional boxer. I'm going to be able to do this. And he's doing it right now.
As round number 2 now begins, Woodard getting tagged with a straight right hand from Sandoval. We haven't seen that power come into play yet from Sandoval. He is the bigger fighter, though. Woodard looks to me to be in a little bit better shape physically as he rocks him with the big right hand, and he follows it up with the left hook.
Woodard needs to take advantage of this position and keep throwing that right straight.
As both of them go back and forth. Toe-to-toe action here in Tijuana, Mexico. So it seems that Woodard is getting the better of the exchanges.
Needs to take advantage of that cut, keep fighting on the inside, and keep throwing that right hand.
the winner is the older fighter.
He's standing a little flat-footed when he throws his shots.
Well,
and he keeps holding the back of the head as he throws, and no warning from the referee right now.
Well, it seems apparent that Woodard is the more technical fighter. It seems that Sandoval is the one throwing the haymakers and the power shots, while Woodard is the one that's throwing the little more technical, shorter punches.
Every shot that Sandoval throws is to do damage. Woodard needs to keep his hands up.
As Sandoval trying to mount some offense, get the momentum going his way, though. A lot of these shots are either being smothered or blocked or completely missed by Woodard.
So right now,
what does Sandoval need to do, Chris, to not be in this position, be so close to him, because it seems it's not working in his favor right now.
He needs to take a step to the side, get away from the ropes, and put more pressure on the older fighter. And
as Woodard now firmly in control, had Sandoval against the ropes, finding success with hooks, not only to the head but the body as well. And Sandoval now attempting to get out of that clinch, out of that close distance.
He's trying a lot harder now, and there he goes, getting his back off the ropes. This is where Sandoval needs to have the fight.
Man, he's in a tough one for his first pro fight. This is a really tough fight. Usually, in your first pro fights, they put you in easy, but not him, not here tonight.
Definitely not. But it seems as though he might be getting the better of it as the fight goes along. Woodard being the older fighter, he might tire faster.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and attempt to have the older fighter use those legs, because whether you like it or not, 43-year-old legs or 43-year-old legs.
Absolutely, father time, undefeated.
As we come down to round number 3, officially beginning. Justin Woodard, 43 years old, from Oakland, California. Had a good first round, but Sandoval
looking like the fresher fighter right now.
But definitely, and he did have his moment in that round number 2. So let's see when the age of Woodard becomes a factor and see if those legs slow down. Both of them exchanging power punches. This is what the crowd came here to see. Here at the Salon Mezzanine, both fighters putting it all on the line, as Woodard now getting out of that position and showing away at Sandoval.
Woodard wants to take control of this fight. He needs to keep throwing that jab and that right hand down the pipe. It's going to work every time against the southpaw.
I just noticed a change in Sandoval, like a switch went on or something like that. He seems more determined. He's now the aggressor, and he has a little bit more pep in his step as well.
Absolutely. He feels a sense of urgency. The cut will definitely do that to a fighter.
That, and we have one more round after this as well.
Yes,
and he could be conceivably behind 2 rounds so far at this point. So, you know, the corner might have implored him like, hey, there needs to be some urgency here. You need to start winning these rounds.
Yeah, he's throwing a lot more combinations, not as many bombs as he was in the first and second round, and it seems to be paying off for him.
Big hook by Sandoval. As he continues his pressure, Woodard trying to hold to stop momentum. Woodard may be hurt. As Sandoval now has him in a good position to land a big uppercut, which misses.
Woodard has his mouth open. He seems to be getting tired. Nice right uppercut by Woodard.
though, answering back with left hook and another one. Both guys going toe-to-toe right here.
Great action, Marco. So now the referee is calling attention to Woodard for putting his hands on his head and punching, which is illegal.
As Woodard now letting sneaky little shots to the side of the head and an uppercut right there. As he now backs up Sandoval against the ropes. Man, I would hate for this to be my first pro fight. Honestly. This
Definitely. Cut, war. This is the fight you don't want to be your first. But Juan Sandoval is going to go from this fight, win or lose.
As we come to a close of action here in round number 3 with the crowd now seemingly starting to get behind Sandoval in that last round. Chris, seeing what Sandoval did, he was able to land a good amount of power punches. At one point, it seemed to me that he did have Woodard at least rattled for a little bit by a big hook. What does he need to do in this last and final round to try to get the win here?
Once again, Juan Sandoval, being a younger fighter, he needs to push the pace right now. Coming out of the gate, he needs to throw everything he has, not necessarily everything with power, but he needs to just keep throwing punches at the older fighter. And if he does, he might be able to get him out of there. Before the start of the ring.
Sorry about that, Chris. I was just going to say, here we go, the final round. Here we are. The fight seemingly could be in the balance for Juan Sandoval. Oh! And down goes Sandoval. Woodard better capitalize on this. This is a big moment for him in this fight.
It was a quick flash knockdown. Juan Sandoval felt the urgency at the beginning of the round and came out a little bit too strong. Got caught.
Yeah, he seems to have his legs from him, as both now fighting on the inside. Good little clinch work going on as well. Counter uppercut by Woodard.
Woodard being the older fighter, that's what he needs to do. Just sit back and counter, let the young guy come at him.
Now, an interesting thing here, too, is when they're clinching, sometimes we're seeing the head being held
By Woodard, absolutely, yes.
Hasn't done anything as Sandoval goes down once more.
And the ref waves it off.
It's all over, folks. In his second professional fight, the man from Oakland, California, who spent 10 years at the penitentiary, redeems himself, gets his first professional win here in Baja California, Mexico. Justin Woodard going well, 1-1, winning via knockout in the 4th round against Juan Sandoval.
That was an excellent, well-placed body shot. He saw that he had his opponent hurt, went after him, got a victory.
Now, I think really the moment that changed it all was when he ended that quick check hook to get that knockdown started in the 4th round.
Absolutely, he took advantage of the aggression of Juan Sandoval and made dividends.
Hey, but if this proves anything, this proves to Sandoval that you can suffer a loss in your pro debut and then continue on and have a successful career. Let's go ahead and take it up to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores, to make the decision official.
Damas y caballeros, este combate llega a su fin con un tiempo de 1 minuto 27 segundos. segundos. En el cuarto asalto, we have the official time of 1 minute 27 seconds in round number 4. Declared winner by the way of technical knockout. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. From Oakland, California, Justin the Snake Woodard. Y también el reconocimiento a su rival de Ensenada, a Juan Sandoval.
Negrete. Best of music here. Matches the atmosphere as we are in Baja California, Mexico. And now, making his way over to the ring, Jesse Rodriguez of Los Angeles, California, with a record of 1-0. With the nickname Bam.
Bam.
Training out of the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, as we see in his corner the son of Robert Garcia, Pita Garcia Jr.
Jesse Rodriguez, as an amateur, had 90 fights as an amateur, plenty of experience, and we'll see what he brings to the ring as a professional.
Damas y caballeros, Boristeca Boxing Promotions presenta el siguiente encuentro pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso baja. 4 rounds of boxing in the strawweight division. Your 3 judges scoring this out in ringside. Sus 3 jueces, Carlos de la Rocha, Sergio Lechuga y Francisco Pacheco. And the referee, su referee, el experimentado Juan Morales Lee. Introduce your first fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with white trim, official weight 106 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo color azul con blanco, con un peso de 106 libras. He holds 6 professional bouts con 6 combates profesionales, representando a Mexicali, Baja California. Erick Negrete. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing blue trunks with red and gold. Official weight 106 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo color azul con rojo y oro, con un peso idéntico de 106 libras. Professional, he stands with 1 victory with no losses. Una victoria por 0 derrotas. Representing Robert Garcia's Boxing Academy, LA, California, USA, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. And here is to give it the final instructions, your referee, Juan Morales Lee.
Jóvenes, saben las reglas, llévenlas acá, mucho cuidado con la cabeza, no golpes al cerebro, atrás de los riñones y abajo del cinturón. No golpes con el codo ni con el hombro, no se agarren más de lo debido, dense la mano y den mejor. Suerte para los dos.
Here we go, 4 rounds in the strawweight division. Jesse Rodriguez of Los Angeles, California, with a record of 1-0, going up against Erick Negrete, the hometown kid here of Mexicali, Mexico, with a record of 0-6. Rodriguez in the blue shorts with red trim, and Negrete with the blue shirts as well and white trim.
Rodriguez seems to come out and try to be the aggressor. Now he takes the next step.
Now I know his nickname is Bam, but the kid looks like he's 18. He could have the moniker of maybe Babyface Assassin or something like that. He looks
absolutely. Looks like he's still in high school.
As Rodriguez being patient there, taking his time, assessing what his opponent's bringing to him right now.
Rodriguez needs to let his hands go a little bit more. I understand it's only the first round, but in a 4-round fight, you can't be giving away rounds.
Rodriguez now starting to open up his offense a little bit more. Lands a big hook to the head of Negrete. As both now, we're in the middle of the ring. Rodriguez landing a dab and another combination of the head.
Stun him right now.
Negrete with his mouth open now. On wobbly legs, his hands are down. Rodriguez unleashing combinations and down goes Negrete.
It doesn't look like Negrete is going to get up.
And that's all she wrote. Jesse Rodriguez putting an emphatic bam on this knockout, getting his second professional win of his career via knockout in the first round against Erick Negrete. And Chris, like you mentioned earlier, 90 fights as an amateur, 4 national titles, a silver medal in the World Championships. His experience shining through here tonight.
Absolutely. You could tell that he has some boxing experience. He was very poised in the first round, coming out, feeling out his opponent, and as soon as he saw the opening, he took advantage.
Certainly a bright future ahead for Jesse Rodriguez, who improves his record now to 2-0. And I got a hunch we're going to see a lot of noise being made by this kid.
Yes, indeed. Not too many 106-pounders out there. Maybe he can get the fast track to a title.
Damas y caballeros, tenemos el tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 39 segundos en el round número 1. We have the time of 1 minute 39 seconds in the very first round. Declaring winner by the way of technical knockout. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. From LA, California, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Adding another win to the record books, improving to 2-0.
Y también el reconocimiento de su rival a Erick Negrete.
Training out of the Robert Garcia Boxing Academy, and I want to see this guy back in the ring as soon as possible. He looked really good in there. Really impressive with combinations he was landing.
Definitely, Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Plaza Financiera frente a Plaza Río, especial de Policía Capace.
And they say boxing's the theater of the unexpected. As unexpectedly, we have a Shrek in the ring. Walking in, Enrique Flores, who's about to take on Jesus Perez. Enrique Flores with a record of 7-6-1. Hometown guy here from Tijuana, Baja California. And yeah, I think I've ever seen someone walk out with a Shrek before.
Well, as a fighter, you have to have an entourage. If it's Shrek, that's an entourage.
El Consejo Mundial de Boxeo. Tenemos a Shrek. He's the kids ambassador who are fighting cancer and was named ambassador by the World Boxing Council, the WBC. We have Shrek. Thank you for coming, buddy. Always supporting Azteca Boxing. Siempre está apoyando a Azteca Boxing, siendo una noble labor con los niños en los hospitales alrededor de todo México. La foto tiene un costo simbólico, así que el que quiera una foto con Shrek y el cinturón del CMB lo pueden tener con un apoyo que sea su voluntad, un apoyo voluntario. Whoever would like a picture with Shrek and the WBC belt, it's just a voluntary fee for any picture. So just call Shrek and he'll be at your spot in no time. Thank you for coming, Shrek. You're always welcome, buddy.
And now, coming to the ring, another hometown kid here, and Jesus Perez with a record of 16-0. No Shrek with him.
No Shrek. We'll see how that plays out for him.
About 5 people with him. So, as he makes his way around the ring, the people here in attendance showing their appreciation to both fighters as they both make their way in. Let's go ahead and take it up to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores, to start this fight off.
Damas y caballeros, Azteca Boxing Promotions presenta este encuentro pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso super ligero. 4 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. Your 3 judges scoring. Sus 3 jueces: Carlos de la Rocha, Sergio Lechuga y Francisco Pacheco. And when the bell rings, your third man, el tercero en la superficie, Juan Morales Lee. Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing black trunks with red and silver. He's official weight 140 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con blanco y rojo, con un peso de 140 libras. As a professional, he stands with 7 victories against 6 losses, 1 draw, and 4 of his victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 7 victorias, 6 derrotas, 1 empate y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De Tijuana, Baja California, Enrique LH Flores. And his opponent across the ring is standing in the red corner, wearing blue trunks with white trim. He's official weight 140 pounds. Y su rival en esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo color azul con blanco, con un peso idéntico de 140 libras. Professionally, he stands with 16 victories against no losses, and 10 of his victories coming the fast way of a knockout. Presenta un récord invicto de 16 victorias, 0 derrotas y 10 de esas victorias por la vía del cloroformo. Puritito, Tijuana, Baja California, Jesús Enrique Perez. And to give out final instructions, Juan Morales Lee.
Saben las reglas, llévenlas a cabo, mucho cuidado con la cabeza, dense la mano que ganen mejor, suerte para los dos.
Here we go, 4 rounds in the super lightweight division. Jesus Perez of Tijuana, Mexico, with a 16-0 record coming into this fight, undefeated, looking to add another win to his record. Up against Enrique Flores of the same city, 7-6-1, as we're about to get the first round underway. Perez in the blue and white trim shorts. His opponent Flores in black shorts with red stripes, both in the center of the ring. Perez with good movement, pawning out that jab and landing a hook right there. Big right hand by Perez.
Well poised is Perez. Good body shot.
As he's stalking now, Flores backing him up But Flores pressing forward little by little.
Excellent combinations by Ricky Perez, doing a very good job of letting his hands go. Started strong in the first round.
Normally don't see guys as active like this in the first round. He is throwing a lot of volume in his punches.
Normally, yeah, it's a feel-out round, but Perez taking advantage, going after his opponent.
He sees something there.
Yeah,
something there he can jump on right away.
Only a 4-round fight. You got to make an impression on the judges if it goes to the judges.
Perez digs the body now. Lands a good punch though. Flores is able to roll the other combination that was landed.
Jesus Perez doing a very good job moving around the ring, stepping back, coming in. Great showing of boxing.
He lands a big hook right there. Flores at this point seems to be able to take the punch as well. We haven't seen him rattled from the power of Perez.
No, but he seems a bit puzzled by everything that Perez is doing right now. So if he doesn't figure it out soon, it's going to be a short night for him.
Well, yeah, when you got a guy that moves the way Perez is moving, and then he's able to move off that back foot, throw the jab, and move the way he's moving, it makes it very, very difficult to mount some sort of offense against him.
Yeah, because Perez is coming in, landing shots, and stepping away. Flores can't counter.
Now, Mexico is known as a country that produces many, many world champions. In specific, Tijuana, it's been a while since we've seen a fighter that has generated the amount of excitement like a Antonio Margarito that was from here. Perez has a way to go, but he does have the record right now. And he could be a guy that people from this area can attach to, given his style and given what he's done in the ring so far career-wise.
Yeah, definitely. He has a good record, and from what I saw in the first round, he has a very good style, fan-friendly. He tends to box a little bit more than raw, but the combinations were there in the first round.
You know, Chris, I mentioned Antonio Margarito was known as just a pulverizing pressure fighter.
More of a brawler.
And just he's not your archetypal Mexican fighter. Mexican fighters usually come forward, pressure you, and attack the body. This kid right here, he has a lot of movement. Knows how to move really well.
He uses his
not
legs very well.
Forward, yeah.
He uses his legs very well. But, you know, we're seeing a smarter type fighter now from Mexican fighters. You know, example, Canelo, more of a counter-puncher. We see now Jesus Perez coming out and being the aggressor, just as we say that he's a boxer.
Just right when we say it, they switch up on us.
Exactly.
Perez now standing right in front of Flores. Landed a good body shot. Flores smartly clinching up. Now, Perez has been quite active this year. He's had 5 fights so far.
In
2017, with this being his 6th fight of the year. So he's been staying active, and the sharpness is very apparent as he lands a big lead right hand.
Beautiful right hand.
He continues it up with a 4-punch combination. Flores has no answer, though he answers back right now with the big right hand counter.
Good counter right.
Another big combination. I'm not sure how many of the punches Enrique Flores is going to be able to take over the course of 2 more rounds, because Perez is letting him flush. Now he digs the body and finishes up with the jab.
Nice bobbing and weaving by Flores.
Now, Chris, from what you're seeing, how is Perez able to land these combinations and these punches and not get hit?
Well, he's perfectly balanced. If you look at his feet, they're spread apart, the perfect amount of length, and he's able to generate the most power, just as he did right now, to put down Flores.
Perez, now let's see if he's going to go ahead and finish off Flores as he presses forward. Has Flores against the ropes. Big right hand by Perez. Followed by a combination. Another big right hand. Flores is in trouble as down it goes again for the second time in the round. Perez now looking to close the show.
Big hook.
And the referee calls it off. It's over. Perez gets a knockout win here in Tijuana, Mexico, now improving to 16-0. And it's kind of a weird stoppage in terms of the timing of it, right?
Yeah, once again, you know, the ref saw something we didn't. You know, I believe Enrique Flores was trying to fight back, was doing a decent job of fighting back. He wasn't winning the round. He was losing convincingly, but he was still in the fight, conscious of what he was doing. But give credit to Jesus Perez. Did what he had to do. Put him down twice in that round. Great victory for Jesus Perez.
As Jesus Perez gets the 17th official win of his professional career, stopping Enrique Flores here tonight at the Salon Mezzanine. And was an impressive performance, and he showed a lot of good movement and a lot of good combinations displayed here tonight for the Tijuana crowd here in attendance.
Yeah, he definitely did. He started off boxing, and he finished off brawling.
Well, let's go ahead and make it official. Let's toss it up over to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores.
Damas y caballeros, este combate llega a su fin con 2 minutos 46 segundos en el round número 2. We have 2 minutes 46 seconds in round number 2. Declaring your winner by the way of technical knockout. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico, el invicto Jesús Ricky Perez. Flores. Y parte del reconocimiento de su rival también a Enrique LH Flores.
Shown by both competitors as Flores and Perez are embracing each other, both showing respect. As we're going to go ahead now and take it over to Jesus Perez and get his thoughts on his performance here tonight.
Ricky, felicidades por esta pelea ganada. ¿Traías tú preparado esta noche ganar de esta manera?
Pues no, realmente siempre venimos con un plan de trabajo, como siempre, pero nunca vinimos a noquear, solamente venimos a dar nuestra mejor pelea. Si se puede noquear en el primer round, segundo, tercero, pues lo vamos a hacer.
Muy bien, es una gran felicidad ganar y sobre todo ganar aquí en tu tierra.
Sí, pues me da mucha alegría que estén ahí mis padres, mi entrenador, mi esquina, mi patrocinador gordo y pues vamos a seguir haciendo ruido.
Muy bien, perfecto. ¿Y qué esperamos de Ricky para la siguiente pelea?
Pues va a esperar un Ricky igual de agresivo, que va a tocar todos los rounds y va a dar su mejor pelea, combate.
Ahí está, y lo tienen un Ricky agresivo para la siguiente pelea. Esperamos verte por aquí, esperamos disfrutar de esa pelea. Muchas gracias, Ricky, y felicidades.
Muchas gracias a todos.
People just don't know what we go through. all the time away from family, hours of road work, fighting through the pain of training. We don't complain. You know, people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me that, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best at boxing. Global Sports Stream, the future of sports program.
Damas y caballeros, Boristeca Boxing Promotions presenta nuestro siguiente encuentro pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso semi-completo. 4 rounds of boxing in the light heavyweight division. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Francisco Pacheco, Sergio Lechuga y Carlos de la Rocha. And your third man at the bell, el tercero en la superficie, Juan Morales Lee. Introduce you first the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing black trunks with the gold trim. He's official weight 190 pounds. Presentando a ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con oro, con un peso de 190 libras. Holding 17 professional bouts, con 17 combates profesionales de Agua Prieta, Sonora, Gerardo Escobar. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing solid black. He's official weight 180 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo negro, con un peso de 180 libras. As a professional, he stands undefeated with 8 victories against no losses, 1 draw, and 6 of his victories come by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 8 victorias, 0 derrotas, 1 empate y 6 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Hailing out of San Diego, California, USA, George Escalante. And to give out the final instructions, here is Juan Morales Lee.
Dale, mi amigo, véngase para acá para que oigan los consejos. Mucho cuidado con la cabeza, no golpes al cerebro, atrás de los riñones, abajo del cerebro. No golpes al revés, con el codo ni con el hombro. Dense la mano, que ganen, por suerte para los dos.
Marcos Villegas here in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. Welcome to the Best in Boxing Live here with my broadcast partner, Chris Martin, as we're about to see the light heavyweights in action here tonight. 4 rounds. We got George Escalante of San Diego, California, going up against Gerardo Escobar. Escalante in the black trunks with gold lettering. Well, his opponent Escobar in the black trunks as well, but with the gold trim. And immediately from the first impression, Chris, if I'm going to be honest, Gerardo Escobar does not look like a professional fighter.
Absolutely not. If you look at him, you might say he might be a mechanic. Definitely not a professional boxer. But
Hey, he's moving as one right now, though. Doesn't have the physique of a professional athlete, but hey, you never know.
no, but you never know. Absolutely, everybody has 2 hands, mostly everybody, and don't count him out. He can surprise you.
That's Jorge Escalante from San Diego, California. He didn't get working. It's obvious that he's been throwing this opponent to help with his maturity as a prize fighter.
Definitely.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
It's a work
definitely.
in progress.
Considering he didn't have a very long amateur career, you know, sometimes you have to learn in the pros, and you have to take steps like this as a professional to improve your game.
One thing is for sure, he understands the concept of the jab as he's been pawing with it, getting his distance on Escobar.
Yeah, as a long fighter, you have to use your range. You have to use your tools in the ring in order to win your fights.
Now, we're seeing Escalante in the southpaw stance. Oh, beautiful counter. Left hand to the body of Escobar.
And it doesn't look like he's going to make up.
No, he's done. He's done. That's a no-brainer right there. He's done. That was a beautifully timed counter left hand. Zap Judah style right there. The little shoulder roll, shoots back up.
Yeah, you can see George Escalante was setting that up from the beginning of the round.
We mentioned he's a work in progress, but it takes a certain understanding of boxing to be able to pull off something of that caliber that Escalante pull off. And yeah, I know the opponent in there, not the greatest opponent, but still it takes him to be able to actually pull something off like what he just did right now.
Yeah, definitely. That's most likely what he was working on in the gym, and it paid off in the ring tonight. He was, from the beginning, trying to use those counters. I could tell the way he was placing his hands, one hand low, one hand up, and he was just looking to counter from the beginning of the round.
George Escalante with an impressive knockout win here at the Salon Mezzanine in Tijuana, Mexico, improving his professional record to 9-0-1, getting a KO win here tonight against Gerardo Escobar.
So normally you would say, as a fighter, you take a loss, you say, go back to the drawing board. My recommendation for Gerardo Escobar, plenty of sit-ups next fight, plenty of sit-ups.
Maybe he needs to lay a little bit off the tacos too.
Absolutely. It's, you know what, it's most likely a difficult situation in Tijuana, the best tacos out there.
Well, let's go ahead and make it official. Let's take it up to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores.
Damas y caballeros, tenemos el tiempo oficial de 1 minuto 58 segundos. En el primer asalto, we have the official time of 1 minute 58 seconds in the very first round. Declaring your winner by the way of technical knockout. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. And still undefeated from San Diego, California, George Escalante.
People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family, hours of road work, fighting through the pain and training. We know people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me, why do you do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube, the future stars of boxing fight.
Damas y caballeros, por Izteca Boxing Promotions presenta este encuentro pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso welter. 4 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. Here 3 judges scoring. Los 3 jueces, Francisco Pacheco, Sergio Lechuga y Max Zúñiga. Y el tercero en superficie, your third man inside the ring, Juan Morales Lee. Introducing to your first fighter, standing in the blue corner, wearing camouflage. He's official weight 147 pounds. Y presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo camuflaje verde con 147 libras. Professional, he stands with 0 victories and 1 loss. Cuenta con un récord de 0 victorias por 1 derrota. De Tijuana, Baja California, Miguel Chávez. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing yellow and black. He's official weight 147 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo color amarillo con negro, con un peso de 147 libras. As a professional, he stands with 2 victories, no losses, and his 2 victories coming by the fast way of knockout. presenta un récord de 2 victorias, 0 derrotas y sus 2 victorias por la vía del knockout. De San Diego, California, Gutierrez Boxing Club, Adrian Gutierrez. And for final instructions, Juan Morales Lee.
Saben las reglas, mucho cuidado con la cabeza, no atrás del cerebro, no atrás de los riñones, y abajo está prohibido. No golpes de revés con el hombro ni con el codo. Dense la mano que gane mejor. Suerte para los dos.
Here we go, 4 rounds in the welterweight division, money division of boxing. Adrian Gutierrez from San Diego, California, in the yellow and black trim, going up against Miguel Vazquez in the camo trunks. Gutierrez with a record of 2-0, while Vazquez sporting a record of 0-1. And Gutierrez being calm in there, using his jab. Both fighters feeling each other out right now.
Yeah, first round, you have to go ahead and take it easy. See what your opponent has.
Starting to unleash his offense right now. A flurry of punches that got the attention of Vazquez.
I think he saw that Miguel Vazquez didn't have too much to offer. Goes ahead and let's go to his repertoire.
Now, if you're taking a look at Gutierrez and thinking, man, this kid looks really polished, as he lands a big right hand, well, it's because Gutierrez has been boxing for a very long time, and boxing is actually in Gutierrez's blood. His grandfather was a boxer, and his father was a professional boxer, so he's a third-generation boxer.
Yes, his father was a professional boxer, 18-0, retired 18-0 due to injury. His grandfather was a boxer, and here we go, Adrian, as well as his older brother, boxer as well. So boxing definitely runs in the family.
As Gutierrez applying the pressure over to Vazquez now, not giving him much room to move or breathe, as he was doing a good job of cutting off the ring.
Stocking up, good body shot, good shot to the liver right there by Adrian Gutierrez.
Gutierrez popping that double jab, moving forward, doing a good job of not only picking off shots from Vazquez, but picking one shots to throw as well, as he lands a combination to the top body. He misses haymaker right there, and Gutierrez smiling a little bit, knowing that it was a bit of a wild shot.
It was, but he just needs to relax, get his jab going, and go back to that body, that left hook to the body that he threw at the beginning of the round. Excellent.
Overhand right, lands by Gutierrez, and follows it up with combination of the body. Corner of Miguel imploring him not to get too crazy, to calm down a little bit, keep those hands up.
Adrian Gutierrez going ahead and switching southpaw. See if this works out for him.
10 seconds left in round number 1. As Vazquez coming with a late flurry of punches, Gutierrez smiling it off, knowing that he's in control. Now, Chris, as we segue into round number 2, and we saw Gutierrez hinging his stances, going from orthodox to southpaw. Is that a smart thing to do as a fighter?
Well, the reason why he did it, I believe, is that he feels comfortable in there. He was able to get away from most of the punches that Miguel Vazquez threw in that round, and it didn't seem to faze him when he turned southpaw. Maybe he was trying to get a different look, trying to land different shots.
You know, the one thing that's very apparent right off the bat from looking at both fighters is not only the shape of Gutierrez, but the size of the kid's shoulders. The kid has some big shoulders and certainly gets a lot of torque when he throws his punches because of that.
Yeah, definitely. He's got big shoulders, but I also thought you were going to mention his legs. He's got pretty muscular legs as well. Definitely bigger than Miguel Vazquez and more toned. And we're going to see if that plays out with the harder punches being landed by Adrian Gutierrez.
You checking out his legs, dog?
Maybe a little.
As we start round number 2 here, Adrian Gutierrez in the center of the ring, using his jab, getting work in against a determined Miguel Vazquez. Vazquez missing with the haymaker just now. Attempting to throw some type of offense, but runs right into a counter hook and a straight right hand from Gutierrez.
And Adrian Gutierrez going back to the body, what he needs to do in this fight. You go to the body, the head will fall.
Vazquez, though, showing determination. You got to think, he's thinking right now, you know what, if you land one on me, I'm going to need to go ahead and land one back on you.
Yeah, he's doing a good job trying to use his range. Adrian Gutierrez needs to step forward, use that jab, and set up those body shots. That's what he needs to do against the fighter that's trying to use his legs. You got to take his wheels.
As Gutierrez, once again, switching from southpaw to orthodox, now back to orthodox.
And I believe this is where he needs to stay. He's a natural right-handed fighter. Go ahead and stay here. That's your best guard. Stay there. Miguel Vazquez not making it easy, using his legs. Adrian Gutierrez needs to cut off the ring and throw to the body. And there he goes, throwing to the body. Beautiful right hand, Adrian Gutierrez.
Gutierrez now taking the body. Lands an overhand right.
And now Miguel Vazquez turning southpaw. He's catching those shots, Adrian Gutierrez, and countering very well. Using the shoulder roll.
So Gutierrez pressing forward, landing the cleaner punches so far overall fight.
Here we
as
go.
he keeps digging to the body. And Gutierrez trains with his father full time, so you would imagine that was probably one of the first things he taught his son is digging the body like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Being a Mexican fighter, his dad being a professional fighter, I'm sure he did tell him, go to the body, go to the body. That's one thing that we learned in the gym. Adrian Gutierrez excelling and doing it very well right now.
We come now 10 seconds left in round number 2 as both fighters exchanging punches. Vazquez coming forward as we get round number 2 and a late rally for Vazquez attempting to steal the round, but I think in that round Gutierrez landing the more quality punches.
Definitely he did. He landed the more quality punches. Miguel Vazquez tried to rally at the end of the round, but it wasn't good enough and a little late.
If you're in the corner of Gutierrez and we see his father right there instructing his son, are you liking what you've seen so far from him?
As of right now, I like what I see. He's doing a very good job. He's using his legs when he has to. He's shoulder rolled a couple times and countered. The only thing that Miguel Vazquez is making it difficult, he's using his legs a little bit too much for my taste. What Adrian needs to do right now in this round is cut off the ring. He needs to cut off the ring, keep going to the body like he has been to cut Miguel Vazquez's wheels. And if he's successful, he should be getting him out of here soon.
As we begin round number 3, Adrian Gutierrez having a solid first 2 rounds so far. His third professional fight here in Tijuana, Mexico. As he continues to move forward, though, Vazquez making things a little bit difficult with his movement.
Yeah, after having such a long amateur career like Adrian Gutierrez, you kind of get thrown offset by getting a quirky guy like Miguel Vazquez.
No, certainly, he does have an awkward style. You can't really get used to the rhythm, or it takes a while because he's always herky-jerky moving around there.
Absolutely. He's very unorthodox, and that's always going to give a guy like Adrian Gutierrez problems because he's so used to seeing such a classic style in front of him.
Obviously, this being Gutierrez's third professional fight, his handlers want to throw him in there with as many possible styles as possible. Chris, seeing something like that as he lands a big right hand, what does that do for you as a professional fighter, getting to see these different styles, different looks in there while still young in your career?
Well, all this is going to do is just make him grow. If he comes out with the victory tonight, make him grow as a fighter, much more experienced, and just more mature. You know, he's going to feel he's going to learn a great deal from this fight right here.
As Gutierrez continues to stalk Vazquez, moving forward, power jab landed just right now from him. But Vazquez, you can tell in his face, he's determined. There's still fight left in the kid. As a minute has now passed in this third round.
He's still got some wheels on him, and Adrian Gutierrez trying to take him away, keep throwing to that body. That's one more thing that Adrian Gutierrez needs to do, is keep throwing that jab. He's concentrating too much on that power that he possesses and forgetting about the basics of boxing. You have to just keep throwing the jab, stick to the basics. Beautiful right hand.
Yeah, it was very well placed right hand landed right now by Gutierrez as he lands the jab, and he continues to move forward and pressure Vazquez, who so far has gas in the tank.
It seems as though Gutierrez is getting his rhythm more, landing more shots. We'll see what the fifth round brings.
You know what? You got to give Vazquez credit, though. As we're looking at him ringside, you see his eyes and his face. He's determined. He's not just an opponent there to collect a paycheck. You can see it in him. He wants to win this fight. He's determined.
As the coaches are cheering him on, giving him good instructions from what you can see here ringside. And you're right. He has that look of determination. He wants to win this fight. But seems as though Adrian Gutierrez might be up 3-0. Miguel Vazquez might need a knockout.
Fourth and final round now underway. Adrian Gutierrez, the young kid with the 2-0 record from San Diego, more or less having his way against the tough Miguel Vazquez of Tijuana, Mexico. Both fighters are exchanging punches in the ring. And Gutierrez is letting his hands go, backing Vazquez, and landing some big punches.
Like I said in the previous round, Adrian Gutierrez catching his rhythm, getting his rhythm, and he's landing more and more on Miguel Vazquez.
Vazquez, though, trying to mount some offense, throwing some loopy punches, though. All of them blocked by Gutierrez. Gutierrez doing a good job of slipping punches and countering.
Showing his experience right there.
With the corner of Vazquez telling him to move out of there. He can't stay there too long because he's going to be on the receiving end of a lot of these power shots that Gutierrez has been throwing. As he lands a big counter punch right there. And he pushes Vazquez
in the
forward.
back. You can't sit on the ropes with a type of puncher like Adrian
Not
Gutierrez.
with a guy like this.
Definitely not.
He's able to let his hand go. He has power in his punches, and he's very fluid. Vazquez trying to throw a haymaker, almost going down to the canvas. Fatigue now setting in the play for him. And Gutierrez sending that dick into the body.
And those are the body shots from the first and second round. They're getting to him now.
Gutierrez now just pot shot Vazquez. As Vazquez just wants to get there and get something in on him.
Miguel Vazquez knows he's behind in this fight and has to get a knockout, and he's trying.
As both fighters now fighting in close quarters, Gutierrez, over the course of the last 3 rounds, done a good job of mixing it up, both to the head and body. And overall, he's landed the better punches as he lands an overhand right, follows it up with body shots. Vazquez there, still showing some life as he lands a big counter right hand to the young Gutierrez.
And the pressure keeps coming from Adrian Gutierrez. He's trying to get his opponent out of there.
As we come now to the final 10 seconds of round number 4, let's see if Vazquez can survive the round.
And
he is able to. Good heart from Vazquez.
Yes, absolutely. Adrian Gutierrez going 4 rounds for the first time in his professional career.
Damas y caballeros, este combate ha sido a la distancia de 4 rounds. Por lo tanto, tenemos la decisión de los jueces. After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Los 3 jueces, all 3 judges have scored the same, en la misma puntuación de 40 a 36. 40-36. For your winner by the way of unanimous decision. Su ganador por la vía de la decisión unánime. Adrian Gutierrez. Y también el reconocimiento para el tijuanense Miguel Chávez.
Before I fought my first pro debut, I was nervous about a week before, but everything kind of calmed down, and it sounds funny, but I had no, I mean, if there was, it was a small little bit of, I knew I got to get in there and do what I got to do anyway, so that worry can wait.
Those overhand rights are the shots that you don't normally see. They come out of nowhere, but they land in the big shots.
Oh, wow, an overhand right knocks out Juan Beltran.
I don't think he's getting up in this one.
Referee's up to 8 now. It's all over. That's it. Simon Torres, 1-punch knockout victory.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even realize I was doing it, but it's just the nature of sparring so much and being reactive, you know. Shout out to one of my coaches, Jason. Man, he just, everything is surprise and explosiveness, you know. Whether you relax, just surprise him. So, you know, I tried to throw that overhand because I saw it early. I didn't want to tell him myself. I threw it a little wild the first time, but he had room to get out. I knew if I crowded him a little more, he had nowhere to go, and that's what happened. I've been getting some recent solid rounds with Kevin Otley, who also stars on these fights. Such a smart dude. That's my brother right there, man. And Antonio Rosso, that dude he's a machine, man. He's built from the ground up. Everything's solid. I try to work on every aspect, a little bit more defense as I'm throwing. Our coach has Carlos Bergen has a really good philosophy on working your defense as you're aggressive guy. So getting lower, throwing from the legs and just developing my style all around. I don't really have a fully offensive or fully defensive style. And if opportunity presents itself, I take it.
Damas y caballeros, Azteca Boxing Promotions presenta el siguiente encuentro pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso Super Welter. Let's get ready for 4 rounds of boxing in the Super Welterweight division. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Sergio Lechuga, Max Miga y Francisco Pacheco. And your third inside the ring, el tercero en la superficie, Fernando Rentería. Introducing the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim. He's official weight 154 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo rojo con blanco, con 154 libras de peso. Cuenta con 6 combates profesionales, 6 professional pro bouts. Hailing out of Tijuana, Baja California, Carlos Lopez. And his opponent across the ring is standing in the red corner. He enters the ring wearing white trunks with gold and black. He's official weight 154 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo blanco con plata y negro, con un peso idéntico de 154 libras. As a professional, he stands with 1 victory, no losses, and that victory coming by the fast way of knockout. Hailing out of House of Boxing, San Diego, California, USA, Simon Torres. And to give out the final instructions, here is Fernando Rentería.
Véngase un poquito, con indicaciones. Ok, vamos a hacer una película. Vamos a tener cuidado con los cabezazos, no golpes en la nuca, no golpes en la espalda ni debajo del cinturón. Vamos a chocar los guantes. Suerte, cuídense, gana el mejor.
Okay, folks, 4 rounds here in the Super Welterweight division. Simon Torres and Carlos Lopez are going to go at it here for our viewing pleasure. As the referee's getting instructions now to begin the round. And here we go, round number 1. Simon Torres 1-0 in the white, gold, and black shorts against Carlos Lopez in the red shorts with white trim.
And Carlos Lopez trying to touch gloves right at the beginning of the fight.
As
Simon Torres had nothing to do with it.
Lopez unleashing a 4-punch combination. And immediately Torres going after him. Talk about a quick start, huh?
Absolutely, great start.
Simon Torres fighting out of the House of Boxing in San Diego, California, gym that you're quite familiar with, Chris.
Yes, Simon Torres even did a little bit of sparring with Canelo Alvarez leading up when he fought James Kirkland. So good experience sparring with one of the best.
As both fighters now trading shots. Torres getting the crown behind here in Tijuana, Mexico. Lands an overhand right and follows it with another one.
And Carlos Lopez follows up with the left hook. Good counter.
Lopez nodding to him, acknowledging him. Hey, that was a good shot. As he comes forward with wild
lunging
haymakers.
shots.
Yeah. 3 punches there, all missed. The compact Torres, though, with the high guard, moving forward, unleashing a left hand and another one. combination that knocks down Lopez. Here comes Torres. Lunging with combinations to the body and the head. He has Lopez on shaky ground.
And Torres right now keeping composed. He's not going overly aggressive. He knows he has his man hurt, but he is keeping composed right now. Showing great maturity as a fighter. Keeping composed.
And that's a testament to the type of training he's been getting, being around pros like Manuel and Alvarez, all the other pros that train out of that House of Boxing gym in San Diego.
Yeah, you mentioned House of Boxing. You have Antonio Orozco. Then I'm sure he's given Torres some work before, so great experience right there for Torres.
Torres coming forward now. Trying to set something up with that jab. See if Vazquez will let down his hands so he can counter with, and excuse me, Lopez. As we in round number one, what a great round for Simon Torres. Getting it.
Great start to the round. Great start. And Carlos Lopez already bleeding from the nose. See if that'll take effect right now in the next round.
We're cutting and certainly making their money in the corner of Lopez. Like we mentioned, great first round from Torres. Was there anything in there that you saw that you want him to do more of or do less?
As of right now, he's doing a good job. It was, like you said earlier, the first round is a feel-out round. He had a good start feeling out, and he just landed that hard left hook.
Simon, so far, I know he's only had one fight in his pro career, but in that last fight, displayed a lot of power and had a devastating knockout against Juan Beltran. That was the only fight that he had up to this date. He hasn't been as busy as we begin round number two due to the family obligations, having to work. You know, when you're coming up as a fighter, these are normal things, juggling being a boxer, professional athlete, and also having a full-time job or even a side job.
Yeah, as a boxer at the beginning of your career, if you're not coming out of the Olympics, backed by a big promoter, you're most likely going to have that journeyman style fighting in venues like this, not a big public. And it seems as though Torres is doing a good job right now, handling it well. Balancing both.
Stumbling a little bit after a wild combination he attempted to throw there on Torres. Torres making good work of his jab right now. Missing with an overhand right. But landing big in the body as well as the head.
Only one fight for Torres, and he already knows. Go to the body and go to the head. He's doing a good job cutting off the ring. Got a little wild there, but going back to the jab. He needs to go back to the jab.
Blood coming out from the nose of Lopez. As he's fighting back, though, it seems that he's outgunned so far as we come halfway through round two.
Yeah, and also outgunned in technique. Torres is the more polished fighter, you can see right from the get-go. And he just needs to take advantage of it. Use the jab, go straight to the body. And
or it could be the shoes, Chris. He's sporting some Air Jordans right now. You never know, it could be the shoes.
Might go play ball after this fight.
Torres falls forward and lands a two-punch combination to the body of Lopez.
And it seemed to buckle Lopez quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know for how much longer he's going to be able to take punches like this. As visibly, you can see his composure just deteriorate round by round.
Yeah, definitely. If you're starting to get touched by a fighter's punches over and over throughout the round, it's definitely going to do something to your conditioning, no matter how well conditioned you are.
Torres making good work of his jab. Missing that haymaker, right? But continuing on, trying to open up combinations with the jab.
And it seems as though Lopez is trying to give it his only shot by landing one hard shot.
He took a big gulp of breath as we come out to the final 10 seconds of round number 2. Torres on the attack. He'll come forward, but Lopez standing his ground.
Great round by Torres, but he needs to come forward a little bit and cut the ring off. Right there at the very end of that round, he seemed like though he was just trying to land one shot. He needs to put his shots together, keep landing to the body like he did in that first round, and come back up to the head.
Looking at the corner of Lopez, breathing hard, his corner imploring him, kid, you got to do something. You got to get yourself back in the fight. What can he do, Chris?
Right now, he's outgunned. Technically, power, he pretty much has the card stacked against him. Right now, his only shot is that one punch, and that's what I think he's doing. He's moving his head, and all of a sudden, he just lets go of that wild left hook or wild overhand right.
As we begin round number 3, and we will see if Lopez is able to land that Hail Mary punch as he comes forward with a 3-punch combination, but Torres not being phased at all as he lands a counter jab of his own and he follows it up with another one.
And this is where he needs to come forward with the jab, body and head.
Lopez now switching stances for a little bit, went southpaw and quickly turned back to orthodox. As now he's being stopped. It's like Simon's in there and he smells blood. He knows it's coming. And just little by little, patient.
And this is where he needs to take advantage when he has him on the ropes and let go of those body shots and come up to the head. Just like he knocked him down in the first round. That was the setup.
Torres showing a lot of potential right now. Like you mentioned, going to the head, going to the body. Just needs to be a little bit more active, and I hope that he gets that opportunity to be able to go ahead and do that.
It just goes with experience. This is only his second pro fight, so you can't really hold him to it. He's going to go back, look at this fight, and see what he has to do in future fights. It's a learning experience.
As he lands combinations on the body of Torres. Torres not doing much in terms of offense, just laying there on the ropes as he's being backed up now by overhand right from Torres.
And Lopez went from having his only shot with that one punch, he's just going back and playing defense this whole round.
He's playing it safe. I'm sure that any chance that he has, he wants to make sure he has that chance and not overexert himself where he's gassed to a point where he can't defend.
And there he goes responding, but not enough. Torres just keeps putting on the pressure. If he steps it up, throws a little bit more punches, I'm sure he can get Lopez out of there.
Torres stalking out. Slipping punches. Walking down Lopez. Barely missing with that overhand. The response with the left-right combination. And another overhand right lands flush.
And that's all he had to do is just let his hands go. The more he lets his hands go, the easier this fight is going to be.
As we come to the end of round number 3, another dominant round by Simon Torres. As I'm observing the corner of Lopez, and not the same confidence that we saw in the previous round. Visibly, you can tell he's tired. He's bleeding from the nose. He's taking a lot of hard punches at this point. It's safe to say that his corner might have to make a decision to go ahead and stop the fight if he continues getting punishment like he is.
Well, as you mentioned, that he's tired, and that's a body shot of Simon Torres from the beginning of round 1 to 2, and the last round, third round, just connecting beautiful body shots throughout this fight.
And here we go, the final round here. Simon Torres is going up against Carlos Lopez in a fight that's been dominated by the hard punching of Torres. Though Lopez, though, might be getting his second win as he's finally able to throw some offense as he lets his hand go in that flurry of combination he just landed.
I believe he feels as though he's behind in the fight. He's going to let his hands go, and he needs that knockout. He's not going to win the decision.
Torres coming forward, keeping Lopez in position to where he can land power punches behind that jab that he's displaying.
No, if Simon Torres keeps backing up Lopez, he's going to get him out of there. And like you said, he's out of position because he's backing up so much.
As he lands a straight right hand right there, and Lopez is smartly clinching. So quickly broken up by the referee.
The minute Torres lets go of his hands is most likely the minute we see Lopez down on the canvas once again.
Lopez, though, still has to fight him. Still throwing punches, attempting to do something. As he's backed up by the ropes, but he fights out of it. Torres lands a straight right hand. In and out, in and out. He'll throw his punches and he'll take a half step out to avoid.
Yeah, beautiful schooling. Beautiful schooling by Torres. You know, you can see that the work in the gym is paying off. No, perfect. Connect, don't get hit.
That's the name of the game of pugilism. To hit and not be hit, as Torres is displaying his understanding of the school of boxing. And it's funny because he comes from the house of boxing. As Lopez now attempting a clinch and eating a jab.
So Torres just needs,
overhand right hand.
Torres just needs to use his jab a little bit more, push him back to the ropes like he did in the first round. And like I said earlier, let his hands go. Get his opponent out of there. I know sometimes it's easier said than done, but I think Torres has a chance to do it right now.
Torres being extremely patient now. Like you mentioned, if you let his hands go, he might knock out it and get the indication of 10 seconds left in the round. Lopez make it out of this round. As Torres comes forward, an overhand right hand. And it's all over. Lopez manages to survive 4 rounds with Simon Torres. Torres, though he doesn't get the knockout result, he had some good time in there given the layoff that he had. Got some good work in.
Yeah, he had a long layoff, but he came back in here, showed that he can go 4 rounds, and had a tough opponent in Carlos Lopez.
You know, you can't knock all of them out, especially the fighters from here in Mexico. They're tough guys. They got hell of chins on them, too.
Absolutely. I mean, I know the record doesn't show Carlos Lopez 1-5, but, you know, he definitely came here to fight. He definitely tried to win. but Simon's force tonight was a bit too much for him.
Seeing that Simon has got 5 rounds in his professional career under his belt, Chris, what does he take from this type of fight and the performance that he had?
Well, obviously in the first fight, he didn't learn too much besides the fact that he could punch. But today, I believe that he learned how to try to let his hands go a little bit more. And he knows now that he can't get out every opponent in the first round.
All right, let's go ahead and make it official here in Tijuana, Mexico. Up to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores.
Damas y caballeros, este combate ha sido a distancia de 4 rounds, por lo tanto tenemos la decisión de los jueces. And ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Los 3 jueces, Francisco Pacheco, Sergio Lechuga y Max Zúñiga, coinciden en tarjetas 40-35. All 3 judges have scored the same, 40-35. For your winner by the way of unanimous decision, su ganador por la vía de la decisión unánime. House of Boxing, San Diego, California, Simon Torres.
He's able to go ahead and bring fans out. Certainly, he's a fighter that looks to have a lot of potential.
Yeah, he definitely showed a lot of potential in this fight. He wore down his opponent. Like I said earlier, you can't get everybody out of there, but he did a very good job of boxing.
Damas y caballeros, promociones. Boristeca Boxing presenta este encuentro pactado a 6 rounds en la división de peso medio. 6 rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. Your 3 judges scoring: Max Zúñiga, Francisco Pacheco y Sergio Lechuga. And when the action begins, your third man, el tercero en superficie, Fernando Rentería. Introducing to your first 2 fighters, standing in the blue corner, wearing green trunks with white and red. He's official weight 160 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo verde con rojo y blanco, con un peso de 160 libras. Professionally, he holds 8 professional bouts, con 8 combates profesionales, representando Agua Prieta, Sonora, México. Javier Arcenao. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing black and white. He's official weight 160 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con blanco, con peso idéntico de 160 libras. Holding a professional record of 21 victories against 6 losses, 2 draws, and 8 of his victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 21 victorias, 6 derrotas, 2 empates y 8 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Hailing out of Oakland, California, USA. Go get him, Tony Hirsch. And here is to give out the final instructions, Fernando Rentería.
Muy bien, vamos haciendo la limpia. Vamos a tener cuidado con los cabezazos, no golpes en la nuca, no golpes en la espalda, no cinturón, ¿ok? Choquen los guantes, suerte, hagan mejor.
Here we go, folks. Middleweight action here in Tijuana, Baja California at the Salon Zanin. As we see Tony Hirsch of Oakland, California with a record of 21-6-2, about to take on Javier Arcenao with 8 total pro fights. Hirsch in the black shorts with white trim, Arcenao in the green shorts. And right away, Chris, you got to be honest, there's a huge size discrepancy between these 2 fighters.
A huge size discrepancy and maybe even age. You know, Arcenao looks to be a little young, you know, but you never know. See what he brings. Seems to be composed right now, trying to fight defensively. Tony Hirsch needs to take advantage and prove that he's a better man tonight.
Hirsch, 33 years of age, was the 2006 San Francisco Golden Gloves champion. And in fact, before he stepped foot in a professional boxing ring, he was actually a member of the Oakland Raiders and played for them for a little bit. And then after that, he was cut actually by the team. His spot was beat out by Phil Buchanan. And then he had a stint with the Arena Football League, playing for the San Jose SaberCats. So, an athletic guy, Hirsch is.
Yeah, definitely big change of pace from football to boxing, both contact sports, but you can't play boxing.
No, you cannot. As Hirsch landing a nice up jab there as he backs Arcenao in the corner. Coming in with thudding body shot. Hirsch is.
And that's what Hirsch needs to do. Arcenao seems to have a high guard. Keep going to that body. Keep going to that body.
Arcenao, you can see his face. He's wincing in pain as Hirsch lands a big uppercut. Arcenao, though, putting on his best poker face, absorbing the punches of Hirsch, but honestly, I can't see for how much longer he's able to take these big punches.
And like I mentioned, he has a high guard, so that those body shots are going to be there all night.
As Hirsch continues to work, landing punches the body, 2 blows there. And yeah, you could hear how powerful they were here ringside. Those things gotta hurt. Hirsch, though, getting him working. This is the first fight that he's had this year, and the first fight he's had in 10 months. So, wanting to get a good fight in, maybe.
Yeah, and
getting to that rest off.
In these type of comeback fights, you generally don't want to have the toughest of opponent. But right now, he seems to just kind of have a layup in Arcenao.
We come to the final 10 seconds of round number 1. Hirsch, seemingly in control, landing combinations to the body of Arcenao.
And Arcenao, to be honest, he made it longer than I expected.
I'll tell you this. Arcenao got some cojones. Because he's in there with a guy who outweighs him by at least 10 to 15 pounds. A bigger puncher, more of a pedigree, more athletic. But hey, he's still in there and he's fighting it. And he decided to step in the ring and take a fight like this against Hirsch.
Absolutely. You have to give respect to every man that steps into the square circle. And right now, Arcenao, he has my respect.
As we start round number 2, both fighters touching gloves as Hirsch immediately comes forward, knowing that he has the size advantage against Arcenao. But taking his time, and Arcenao landing a glancing haymaker there, and Hirsch giving him his props.
And this round, Arcenao is showing that he's here to compete, he's here to win, and throwing punches as he did not in the first round.
Hirsch's last fight came in his hometown of Oakland, California, getting an 8-round unanimous decision on June 11th of 2016. As he lands another thudding body shot, and down goes Arcenao.
And once again, it's the high guard of Arcenao.
Somehow, Arcenao gets back up. The crowd comes to their feet when he does so. Still a lot of fight left in him, but I think the end may be near for him as Hirsch, pressing forward, lands another shot to the solar plexus of Arcenao. And Arcenao visibly slowing down now. Hirsch backing Arcenao with jabs.
And Arcenao doing what he has to, getting on that bicycle. Survive this round.
As Hirsch continues to dig that left side of the body, which visibly you can see is now red. And down goes Arcenao one more time. The fight is all over. Tony Hirsch picks up a second round TKO win over a very brave but outmatched Javier Arcenao.
And it seems as though Arcenao is upset that the fight is stopped, but if anything, he should be thanking the referee right now.
No, definitely. I don't think he would have been able to sustain that much punishment to the body coming from a guy that's so much naturally bigger than him. You gotta give him credit, man. I don't think there's too many people on this earth that would have stepped in the ring with a guy as big as Hirsch and gone in there at least one round. He lasted 2 rounds in there with him.
Give him that round and a half. Like I said, Javier Arcenao has my respect, and good victory for Tony Hirsch.
As we see Hirsch here in the corner, he's visibly upset, shaking his head. It seems to me that he still wants to fight, but I don't think that's a very good idea there, Chris. Hey, you know what? And a surprising thing, Chris, one of the cornermen actually was one of the guys that fought Escalante earlier here tonight. Only in Mexico. Only in Mexico.
That was going to be one of my responses. What else can you say? Only in Mexico.
Let's go ahead and make the result official. Let's go ahead and take it up to our announcer, Pablo Flores.
Damas y caballeros, este combate concluye con un tiempo de 1 minuto 45 segundos. En el round número 2, we have the total time of 1 minute 45 seconds in round number 2. Declaring your winner by the way of technical knockout. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. Oakland, California. Go get him. Tony Hirsch.
Now all of his KO wins coming within 4 rounds. And Hirsch now looking to continue his trek towards an eventual goal of a world title shot. Has faced notable competition in his past, but with this fight, you got to see it as a stability fight and him wanting to consistently have fights building up to a potential shot at a world title.
Yeah, this will definitely help him move along, keep stacking up those wins, and that's what promoters look for. Wins, big wins on the record, and hopefully a world title contention for Tony Hirsch coming through.
Big is here, being joined alongside my broadcast partner, Chris Martin, as we are live once more. Welcome back over here to the best in boxing live, second edition, coming from the Salones de Baja California, the state that houses the city of Tijuana. As we have more action coming up for your viewing pleasure, as we're going to see Mario Ramirez take on Roman Villalejos in a 4-rounder, as we see now Mario making his way to the ring.
Damas y caballeros, Promociones Boristeca Boxing presenta nuestro siguiente encuentro, pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso super pluma. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for 4 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Max Zúñiga, Sergio Lechuga y Francisco Pacheco. And your third man at the bell, el tercero en la superficie, Fernando Rentería. Introducing to you first the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing white trunks with silver trim. He's the official weight 130 pounds. Presentado ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con plata, con un peso de 130 libras. As a professional, he stands with 7 victories against 4 losses, and 3 of his victories coming with the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 7 victorias, 4 derrotas y 3 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De la bella Cenicienta del Pacífico, Ensenada, Baja California, Roma, el tío Villalejos. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing red trunks with gold trim. He's official weight 130 pounds. Y su rival en esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo rojo con oro, con un peso idéntico de 130 libras. As a professional, he stands with 4 victories against 1 loss, and 3 of his victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 4 victorias, 1 derrota y 3 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. El hijo pródigo de Camalú, Baja California, Mario, el Güero Ramirez. And here with the final instructions, Fernando Rentería.
Jóvenes, listo con las reglas, cuidado con los cabezazos. No golpes en la nuca, no golpes en la espalda, ni mejor. Juicio de momento, vamos a sacar los guantes, suerte, gana el mejor.
4 rounds in the super featherweight division about to go down here in Tijuana, Mexico. We begin round number 1, Mario Ramirez in the red trunks with a record of 4-1, going up against Roman Villalejos with a record of 7-4 in the black trunks with silver trim. Ramirez fighting out of Ensenada, Baja California, Mexico, in the southpaw stance.
And as I mentioned earlier, for Mario Ramirez, you know, we don't get to see earlier on in the career who you're going to fight, how he's going to fight, and Roman Villalejos, southpaw, and bringing the action to Mario Ramirez in this round.
Yeah, thanks for correcting me. I did note that Ramirez was southpaw, and that was a mistake on my end. As Villalobos moving forward, popping that jab, but Ramirez staying calm in there and landing good shots of his own. And it's apparent that Mario is more of a boxer than a brawler. He's not your typical Mexican fighter. And don't get me wrong, if you oblige him, he will return the favor and brawl with you, but he prefers to box over brawling.
As he did right now. But yeah, like you mentioned, it's a new generation of Mexican boxers. We have the heart of a lion. We want to return fire, but there's a smart way to do it. There's a smart way to do it, and Mario Ramirez is doing it right now.
Both fighters exchanging punches, not much being landed, as both able to slip there.
And Roman Villalejos, no easy prey. He's doing a good job of keeping the distance. Turning fire when he has to.
As he's backing up, Villalejos lands another hook.
And it seems as Villalejos is trying to make it an ugly fight in there.
Ramirez is complaining of potentially a headbutt there. I think there's a chance to get a good angle on it. So when you have a southpaw up against an orthodox fighter, that does tend to happen a lot.
It's always going to be a recurring thing, headbutts, you know, southpaw orthodox.
A competitive first round comes to the end. Both Mario Ramirez and Roman Villalejos having their moment in this fight. Chris, from what you've seen, what did you give that first round to?
Well, it was an even round. I think just on the technical aspect of the game, I have to give it to Mario Ramirez. Roman Villalejos seemed to be a little bit too jittery in there, not really having his legs under him, And Ramirez seems to be like the more well-polished boxer in there.
No, that's what I was going to say right now, too. From my first initial observation, he just seems a bit more relaxed, a little bit more technical in there as well, and he's not so, like, wound up or tight.
Yes, absolutely. Like, Villalejos seems to be wound up and tight, and maybe this second round here, he loosened up the first round, see what he brings.
Round number 2 now, underway. And Mario Ramirez has an interesting story, Chris. You know, he was signed by Batisteca Boxing after he lost the fight against Armando Tovar, who we're going to see later in the broadcast. And the weirdest thing is he was so upset over the loss that he broke down in the locker room. The promoter went to go congratulate him on a great fight, saw that he was broken down, and informed him, hey, you know what, you fought your heart out, I'm going to go ahead and sign you. And now he's here in this fight wanting to prove to the promoters that the signing was a good choice.
Well, I think Saul Rio sees the same thing that I see right now. He's a very composed, good fighter in Mario Ramirez. He has very good boxing skills, and he brings action, which is what promoters want. We want to see action as a fan.
As both fighters exchange blows in the center of the ring.
And we've seen it before where Mexican fighters lose the first fight and go on to have excellent careers.
So Villalejos attempting to mount some sort of a offense, though. He seems to be the one that's being backed by the punches of Ramirez so far in this round and a half.
And there you go, Villalejos trying to make it an ugly fight again. I think that's his only shot, considering Ramirez is very well polished. He's very well schooled in there.
Though Villalejos just right now landing a straight left hand. Attempts another one, but it slipped by Ramirez.
And now Ramirez opting to box a little more and gets aggressive now, gets in the corner.
He takes a hard body put there, and another one again, as Ramirez has Villalejos on the ropes.
And that's what Ramirez needs to throw. He needs to keep throwing that lead right hand. Lead right hand. Going to connect every single time with the southpaw.
Especially with the southpaw, given the angle of how both fighters are positioned.
Once again, Villalejos making it an ugly fight, having a little bit of success right there in the corner.
Hey, hit anything you can in a situation where you're finding yourself going up against a fighter who's more technical than you.
Absolutely. Good combination by Ramirez.
As we now come to the end of round number 2. Another round, it seems, in the books for Mario Ramirez. And if you're in the corner of Villalejos, Chris, what do you tell him? What does he have to do?
He needs to set his feet a little bit more because he seems to be lunging at a shot. So if he goes and stays on planted to the ground, he's going to be able to generate more power as he throws. As for Ramirez, he just needs to keep doing what he's doing.
Ramirez having a strong first 2 rounds so far here in Tijuana, Mexico. Having the crowd coming here and supporting him. And actually, Mario comes from a very small town in this part of Mexico called Camalu. And his hometown rents a bus. They all get in there, and they drive up here to support him and come to his fights.
Yes, and you can definitely hear the crowd. He's a fan favorite here.
As we begin round number 3, Villalejos seems to be trying to gauge his distance on the bigger, more technical Ramirez. Ramirez once again taking nice shots to the body and mixing it up to the head. Throws a 3-punch combination now. He's bringing the fire.
And as you mentioned in the first round, this is the reason why he was signed to Boristeca Boxing. He has a crowd-pleasing style, very aggressive, and a very polished boxer.
In that last exchange, though, Villalejos landed some good punches. One of them was a straight left hand, though. Just ate a hook right there. Ooh. And another hook landed on the face of Villalejos.
And once again, that straight right hand, he's landing more and more.
But there you see, once again, once Ramirez lands a shot, Villalejos went ahead and came back and responded with the counter straight of his own.
Yeah, he's definitely giving Ramirez a hard time in there. Not making it easy for him tonight. Good body shot by Villalejos. Bringing the pressure now to Ramirez. Bringing the pressure.
And this is a change of tactics so far. We haven't seen him be the aggressor in the fight, though. Ramirez, just like that, in the snap of a finger, is able to change his position and make it favor him.
And that's the boxing skills coming into play, Marco. So that's going to play out more and more in this fight as Villalejos starts to get tired. Mario Ramirez is going to keep showing that skill.
Another thudding shot by Ramirez as he sneaks a good uppercut. Ramirez, you can tell there's a major difference when a Ramirez punch lands compared to a Villalejos punch when it lands. There's just a lot more oomph in the punches of Ramirez. And Villalejos not really working with the jab. It's more of a rangefinder in there for him.
Yeah, he definitely just throws it out there to find range and try to connect his wild shots as he's doing right now. Having a little bit of success right there.
Yeah, Villalejos just aiming for anything. Ramirez lands a straight right hand right there.
Now it was good technique. Turn around, put him on the ropes.
Villalejos might be hurt. That body shot might have stunned him a little bit as Ramirez keeps digging into the body. And we end round number 3. Ramirez in complete control so far of his opponent.
Good round by both fighters, but I think Mario Ramirez went ahead and showed his skills a little more than Villalejos.
Now, since signing with Boristeca Promotions, Ramirez, has fought 3 times since being signed. So he's beginning to start building up his record. On paper, Roman Villalejos has the better record with the 7-4 record. But it's these fights that help a prospect that may have started on the wrong foot or may have gotten a lot along the way to help him build confidence and build skills.
Yeah, absolutely. This test, if he does get through it, because we still have one more round, is going to be a big experience factor later on in his career.
Here we go, round number 4, final round between Mario Ramirez and Roman Villalejos, where over the course of 3 rounds, Ramirez has shown that he is the more technical fighter, more pop in his punches, and though he has exchanged with Villalejos in this fight, and Villalejos has gotten punches, he's winning these rounds.
And beautiful combination there by Ramirez.
Good footwork now by Ramirez as he's moving in and out of punches, throwing combinations, just digging the body right there.
Beautiful overhand right by Ramirez.
Villalejos now.
But there's no quitting Villalejos.
No, there's not, but visibly you can see that fatigue is taking place now. He's not throwing as many punches as he was before.
No, but that herky-jerky movement is still there. It's still awkward for Mario Ramirez I think that may be the reason why he's unable to capitalize. It's very unpredictable, Villalejos.
Good movement by Ramirez there. You don't see many Mexican fighters able to cut angles the way he has shown in these last 3.5 rounds.
Beautiful body shot by Ramirez.
So Villalejos having some success with that lead left hand. And that is the main weakness of a southpaw when they're going up against an orthodox fighter, is that lead left hand.
There you go. Just ask Manny Pacquiao.
As he lands another one. Having probably the best round of the fight so far, Villalejos, but I still can't see him being ahead as the activity is just not there.
The round is more competitive, but I believe that Ramirez is still landing the harder shots, like you said, the more thudding, oomph shots. Even though Villalejos is putting up a great fight, giving a good account of himself.
Ramirez, though, stay 2 punches in a row. Have to make sure that he keeps his hands up and not get caught with something unexpected. He lands a jab hook right there to the jaw of Villalejos. And another thudding body shot. Ooh, straight left hand gets the attention of Ramirez. Ramirez now getting angry, thinking, hey, you got me, now my chance to get you back. Let's go.
And that's a sign of a fighter. You know, he came right back after getting hit with the hard shot.
And there we go, the end of round number 4. The final round is both of these warriors putting it all on the line here tonight in Tijuana, Mexico. Chris, your impressions of how both fighters fought here tonight?
Well, Mario Ramirez, very technical fighter. When Villalejos connected with shots, he brought out the fighter, the warrior in Mario Ramirez. Excellent fight. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 4-0, Mario Ramirez.
Now, I gotta oblige you on that. I think Ramirez showed the more polished technique in there, landed the better punches, and I can't see around going to Villalejos. Just wasn't enough activity from him. He wasn't throwing enough.
And that's what a good boxer does to his opponent. He neutralizes his output. You know, if you're going to continue to be successful, you need to neutralize your opponent's output, and you're the one that needs to be on the executing end, putting in those punches and connecting the way that Mario Ramirez did.
Well, let's go ahead and hear what the judges have to say about this fight. Let's go ahead and take it up to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores.
Damas y caballeros, este combate se ha ido a la distancia de 4 rounds. Por lo tanto, tenemos la decisión de los jueces. After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Pero antes, fuerte el aplauso a ambos peleadores, Román Villalejos y Mario El Güero Ramírez, por este gran combate. Los 3 jueces, Francisco Pacheco, Sergio Lechuga y Max Zúñiga, coinciden en tarjetas 40-36. All 3 judges have scored the same, 40-36. For your winner by the way of unanimous decision. Su ganador por la vía de la decisión unánime. Camalú, Baja California. Mario El Güero Ramírez.
Proving his record to 5-1, as he's going to go ahead and speak to us right now.
Mario, una gran pelea y una excelente condición. Tu 6ª victoria aquí en Boristaca Boxing Promotion. ¿Qué sientes?
Pues, ahorita cansancio, pero siento las fuerzas de que pude haber dado más, pero sí, en verdad me cansé un poquito. espero no vuelva a pasar, la verdad. Pues, estoy contento por haber ganado. Yo sé que no fue un rival muy fácil, la verdad, pero pues hicimos todo lo que pudimos y gracias a Dios salimos con la más en alto.
Sabemos que eso es lo que le gusta al güero, los retos. ¿Qué viene para nosotros y qué mensaje le quieres mandar a toda la gente que te apoya?
Pues, ¿qué les puedo decir? Gracias por el apoyo que me han dado. Primeramente, pues, a Dios por haberme dado la oportunidad de ganar y pues, gracias a todos los que vienen a apoyarme y a los que no, pues también gracias. Esperamos seguir dando lo mejor y demostrando que estamos hechos.
Ahí está su sexta victoria, el güero Ramírez. Felicidades.
It's a showing from Mario Ramirez where the bus of his fans from Kamalu is now going to turn into a party bus celebrating his 5th professional win here tonight.
That should be the case.
And now moving along on this card, we're going to see a pair of super lightweights go at it. And now walking to stage, Javier Rivera with a record of 0-9-2 from Mexicali, California. And you know, you're thinking, well, a record of 0-9-2. Hey, sometimes these records are deceiving, and these fighters that have these records are as tough as nails with chins of granite. Or then again, to be honest, they could be completely not good. So we'll find out one way or another.
Yeah, you're right, Marcos. It's either hit or miss. Just looking at Rivera right now, he looks like he's determined. The way he shadow box right now shows me that he has a little bit of skill. So we'll see what Andres Diaz brings to the table.
And here's the man of the hour, making his way to the ring, Andres Peligro Diaz. Fan favorite here. He's gotten one of the loudest reactions of the whole entire night.
Well, fighting out of San Diego, being right here on the border of Tijuana, he definitely has the most fans in the house.
Vamos y caballeros, el siguiente combate está pactado a 4 rounds en la división de peso super ligero. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for 4 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Sergio Lechuga, Max Zúñiga y Francisco Pacheco. And when the action begins, your third man, el tercero en la superficie, Fernando Renteria. Introducing to you first, the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing white and blue. He's official weight 140 pounds. Presentando ustedes en esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo blanco con azul, con un peso de 140 libras. Holding 11 professional bouts. Cuenta con 11 combates profesionales de Mexicali, Baja California. Javier Rivera. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He enters the ring wearing black trunks with silver trim. He's official weight 140 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con plata, con un peso idéntico de 140 libras. Professionally, he stands with 1 victory and no defeats. Cuenta con una victoria y 0 derrotas. Representing Undisputed Gym, San Diego, California, USA, Andres Peligro Diaz. And here is the final instructions, Fernando Renteria.
Vamos a hacer un limpia.
Vamos a tener cuidado con los cabezazos, no golpes en la espalda, en la nuca, ni bajo el cinturón. Choquen los guantes, suéltense, cuídense, ganen mejor.
Here we go, folks. 4 rounds in the super lightweight division. Andres Diaz in the black shorts with silver trim, going up against Javier Rivera on the white shorts with blue trim. Rivera right away throwing caution when landing power punches. No feeling out process, Chris. And a fighter that you're familiar with.
Yes, Andres Diaz came by Alliance Training Center in San Diego, California, and came by and sparred with a few of the amateur team, and gave them good work. You know, from what I saw, he's in good shape and ready to put on a good show for everybody here.
As he's coming forward, landing a series of power punches there just a second ago. No feeling out process. All power so far.
Yeah, absolutely not. Andres Diaz coming forward, trying to please the fans that came to see him.
Was it like this against the amateurs?
Well, he was definitely trying to prove a point at the gym, and seems as though he's doing the same thing here. You know, letting his hands go, and that's his style.
As he mixes it to the body and to the top. Talking his opponent. Landing uppercuts. Straight to the body hooks.
And Diaz just needs to make sure that he doesn't punch himself out in case Javier Rivera makes a comeback.
Well, Rivera seemingly being out of peligro, which is the nickname of Diaz. Peligro meaning danger in English, but he can find himself in danger if he stays against the ropes there. Now him getting out smartly.
You know, 11 fights as a pro, although no wins, but Javier Rivera just showing very good professionalism. He's staying composed and taking whatever Andres Diaz is giving him. As you can hear his corner saying, you have experience. You have experience to Javier Rivera.
Well, he seemed very calm and collected at this point while absorbing a majority of the offense that Diaz has thrown at him. As he responds back with haymakers, but Andres doing a good job of slipping them. As now Rivera's pumped up, he said, hey, let's go, as the round is about to come to a close in these final seconds of round number 1.
And Rivera's corner seems to think that Diaz got tired because they're yelling out that his opponent is tired.
I apologize, folks. It's kind of loud in here. I thought I heard the signal for the 10 seconds. So here he comes. Rivera throwing haymakers. And now we do come to the end of round number 1.
Good round, back and forth action. From my assessment, when he came out, Javier Rivera came to fight. He's very poised. Like I said, no professional victory, but he does have 11 fights, and that's a lot to say of any man that steps into the ring.
One thing's for sure, you can't question Rivera's heart. He knows he's in a fight, and he's not just going to allow someone like Diaz to come in and get an easy payday. He's going to make him work for that money.
Absolutely. He showed that in the first round. He seemed to let Diaz come at him a little bit, and at the end of the round, he uncoiled.
We now begin round number 2 here in Tijuana, Mexico. Marcos Villegas on the call with Chris Martin. As we're seeing Andres Diaz landing a huge straight right hand. And both fighters now exchanging.
And there goes Javier Rivera again, letting go of his arsenal, throwing caution to the wind.
Man, this guy is tough. This dude can fight.
And that's what it is, Marcos. It's fighting. He's not boxing in there. He's not using skills as much as Andres
No, he's
Diaz.
not. He's just throwing everything in these punches. Yeah, definitely, Chris. After not a drink, you do not want to run into this character, this guy.
Absolutely not. I can guarantee you that Javier Rivera has won plenty of bar fights.
His bar fight record is probably a lot better than his professional record.
That's true.
Diaz landing another big body shot. Likes to work to the body. Coming forward with the high guard. Now Diaz had a good amount of amateur fights, about 60 of them. And he says the difference between the amateurs and the pros, as far as it goes, is the training. And he doesn't look fatigued at all. He seems in good condition, still able to throw the amount of punches that he's throwing without getting tired.
Yes, absolutely. In the amateurs, about 3 2-minute rounds. They go by super quick. And in the professionals, you definitely have to take your time. 3-minute rounds. Although they're only fighting 4 rounds today, but it's a big difference from amateur to pro.
No, you can certainly tell that he is in shape and conditioned for this tilt. As he comes forward, landing a series of punches to the body. Hitting that uppercut right there. Rivera hanging in there, able to absorb the punches thrown from Diaz. And he lands a big punch of his own. Flush. Diaz now, Diaz on the ropes. Has him backed up, but Diaz seems to have taken the shot well.
He's doing a good job of bouncing off the ropes, using Rivera's momentum, and taking advantage of him now on the ropes as well.
And now Rivera coming back, pressuring, trying to keep Diaz off of him, but now he's in the corner, and that's not a good position he wants to be in with a guy like Diaz.
Andres Danger Diaz.
Yeah, well, he has Rivera in the danger zone right now. As long as he keeps him in that corner, it's no bueno for Rivera as we come to the end of round number 2.
And Andres Diaz, he wants to keep being successful. He needs to take advantage of throwing to Javier Rivera's soft body.
As a professional, Chris, when you see an opponent like that, that has to be a red flag right away. You got to know, regardless of what you train for, you see a guy like that, you know, hey, I'm going to dig into his body, and I'm going to dig into his body consistently.
Yeah, absolutely. But as we all know, looks can be deceiving. Javier Rivera has a lot of experience. Like I said earlier, not a win on his record, but plenty of experience. And he's showing it right now. He's giving Andres Diaz a hard time.
Hey, he's giving him a lot of good work. Really tough guy for a fighter like Diaz to be fighting in his second pro fight.
Yeah, and something we didn't mention earlier, Javier Rivera is a heavier guy. So it seems as though he could take Andres Diaz's punches a lot better than Diaz can take his. Not that Diaz has been hurt, but that's the sense when a man is heavier.
Round number 3. Starting off with this still been lively one where both fighters getting their looks in, but Diaz, the more polished fighter, able to avoid those series of haymakers from Rivera, but Rivera now backing Diaz up against the ropes, throwing just big haymaking shots. Diaz smartly able to slip or block a lot of the punches with his gloves. And that comes from the high guard.
Yeah, which he did. He made a miss, and maybe Rivera got a little bit tired, and now it's time for Andres Diaz to take advantage.
Diaz once again continuing with the body assault. As he lands a 4-punch combination. Rivera on his back foot, attempting to come forward and work out of that. but to no avail. Was it me, Chris, or is Diaz starting to show a little bit of fatigue?
Maybe a little bit. I mean, this is his second pro fight. You know, he's got a big crowd that he wants to please, and you know, when you do that, you throw a lot of punches and got the gas tank.
Well, every punch Diaz throws, he's throwing everything into it, and then it comes to a point in the time of a fighter knowing that you can throw everything behind a punch and you can't get the guy out of there.
Yeah, Rivera, like I said, is the heavier guy, and he's able to absorb Diaz's punches a lot better than Diaz could absorb his.
Crowd now getting behind Diaz as he's seemingly been getting the better of the exchanges here over 2 rounds in Tijuana, Mexico. Rivera throwing haymakers, some of them landing, some of them not.
Yeah, Diaz is showing good defense.
The high guard is really working out for him so far in this fight.
Good body shots. Good body shots are wearing down on Rivera.
Rivera now with his mouth open, physically fatigued. As he's just throwing caution to the wind, he's just hoping one of these punches will land and change the momentum of the fight. Diaz seemingly in control, pressing forward. The Rivera, the very end right here, coming back with punches of his own.
Good action round. Good moments by both fighters. Andres Diaz definitely more polished, showing excellent skills. But as we see right now, he might be a little bit tired, putting his legs up on his coach's legs, resting a little bit more than Rivera over here on the right.
You know, Chris, I just realized something. Diaz kind of has a resemblance to Johnny Tapia.
Very similar, yeah.
With the tattoos and the goatee and all that.
A little bit, yeah. Johnny Tapia, one of the best fighters in history. You know, may he rest in peace. And also, like the fighting spirit that Andres is showing. You know, he gets hit and comes right back, just like Johnny Tapia.
Here we go, folks. 4th and final round in an entertaining scrap between Andres Diaz and Javier Rivera, with Andres Diaz over the course of 3 rounds landing the better punches, digging relentlessly to the body. But here is Rivera still in this fight, still fighting back and attempting to make something of this, with haymakers being landed occasionally.
Andres needs to win this round. Stay busy. Keep busy. Can't leave it up to the judges thinking that you're ahead in this fight.
And at this point, too, Rivera just needs to go for broke and just, regardless of how tired he is, just keep pressing forward and just throw.
Definitely his only chance is that bar style. It's throwing those loopy shots, and you know he's had some success landing on Andres Diaz. Andres gonna have to go back, look at this fight, and see when those punches were landing and what he can do different.
As Rivera there landed a power jab, and he landed a big haymaker on the side of the head of Diaz. But Diaz hits it,
Comes right
back for him, goes and walks forward, working in the clinch.
You know, second pro fight, but showing that he had 60 amateur fights. You know, that's good to tell. In a professional fight, in an amateur fight, in the gym, it's going to show it. And Andres Diaz showing it right now. He's got that experience.
I got a feeling that years from now, Diaz is going to remember this opponent and say, man, that guy sure was tough as nails.
Absolutely, because he's hitting with Rivera with everything but the kitchen sink, and he's still there.
He's still there fighting. Hey, you might even go and buy him a beer after.
Well, that might lead to a bar fight, Marco, so we don't know.
Hey, you might win that one.
Great body shot by Andres.
As you hear the crowd now cheering on Diaz, wanting a dramatic result here. Diaz, though, showing signs of fatigue as Rivera pushing Diaz back. Rivera with his mouth open and his hands down. He needs to be careful. He doesn't get caught with something big in this final round.
It seems as though Rivera doesn't really have too much steam on his punches anymore. But you're right. You know, just be careful. Keep your guard up. Finish the round strong.
Diaz there, landing punches as we come to the end of round number 4. A good tennis scrap between two guys that put it all on the line, and you know what? I gotta give Rivera props. He impressed me a lot in this fight. He impressed me by how much heart and determination he showed in there.
Yes, absolutely. I think you gave him not too much respect at the beginning when you saw him, just by the way he looked. But he came out here and he proved you wrong, me wrong, and the rest of the crowd here. And he put on a very good fight. Props to him. But the victory for sure goes to Andres Diaz tonight. He did a masterful performance of boxing. He evaded shots, landed hard shots to the head, to the body. Great performance by Andres Diaz.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you something, too. I'll be the first person to buy that guy a beer after the fight to congratulate him. As we await the scores of the judges here ringside, Diaz seemingly has to be happy with this performance, seeing that he went up against the guy that he threw everything at him, and he's still going to get him out of there, and that serves as a big learning experience.
The experience, the weight, had something to do with it, but, you know, great performance by Andres Danger Diaz.
Well, let's go ahead and take it up to our ring announcer, Pablo Flores, to see what the judges scored this fight. Pablo, up to you.
Damas y caballeros, ese combate sigue la distancia de 4 rounds. Por lo tanto, tenemos la decisión de los jueces. After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Los jueces Francisco Pacheco y Sergio Lechuga coinciden tarjetas 40-36. These two judges have the same scores of 40-36. And Max Zúñiga scores it 39-37. 39-37. For your winner, by the way, of unanimous decision, su ganador por la vía de la decisión unánime. Peligro in the house. Andrés, el peligro Diaz.
Peligro Diaz winning via unanimous decision, 39-37. And I was surprised, Chris, 39-37. They gave a round to Javier Rivera. I thought Diaz had won all the rounds, but you never know with the judges.
Yeah, it might have been the round where Rivera went ahead and threw a lot of shots, you know, and Andres Diaz kind of just sat back, countered, and just used his head movement more than anything and got him tired. But he still won the fight. Convincingly, he won the fight.
Well, there we see Diaz leaving the ring. Now 2-0 as a professional as he continues his journey towards what obviously is the goal of any fighter that enters a ring and becomes a professional, a world title. Now we have our next fight coming up. 6 rounds in the lightweight division. Alex Villaseñor making his way to the ring right now. Acknowledging the crowd here at the Salon Mezzanine in Tijuana, Mexico. And there we see Manuel Rojas of Dallas, Texas, sporting a record of 13-3. Both fighters set for action 6 rounds in the lightweight division.
Damas y caballeros, Oristeca Boxing Promotions presenta nuestro combate coestelar de esta noche. This is your co-main event of the evening. 6 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. 6 rounds de combate en la división de peso ligero. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Francisco Pacheco, Sergio Lechuga y Max Zúñiga. And your third man inside the ring, el tercero superficie, Fernando Rentería. Introducing the fighters standing in the blue corner, wearing white trunks with black and gold. He's official weight 135 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo blanco con negro y oro, con un peso de 135 libras. As a professional, he stands with 3 victories against no defeats, 1 draw, and 2 victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 3 victorias, 0 derrotas, 1 empate y 2 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. De Agua Prieta, Sonora, Alec Villaseñor. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner. He wears blue trunks with purple trim. He's official weight 135 pounds. Presentando su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo azul con morado, con un peso de 135 libras. As a professional, he stands with 13 victories against 3 losses and 4 of his victories coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 13 victorias, 3 derrotas y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Hailing out of Dallas, Texas, USA, Manuel, the Punisher Rojas. And to out the final instructions, here is Fernando Rentería.
Pelea limpia, vamos a hacer una pelea limpia que tirando muchos golpes. Cuidado con los cabezazos, no golpes en la nuca, no golpes en la espalda, ni abajo del cinturón, ¿ok? Tocamos los guantes, suerte, gana el mejor.
Here we go, folks. Our co-main event of the evening. Alec Villaseñor in the blue corner, going up against Manuel Rojas in the red corner. Action about to get underway as we start round number 1. Alex Villaseñor in the white trunks with black stripes and gold trim, while Manuel Rojas with a record of 13-3 in the the blue trunks with the purple trim. Both fighters sporting ponytails, Chris.
You stop. Good hook by Rojas.
See, another one right there.
As the more experienced boxer, he has to go out there and show Villaseñor who's boss in here. Can't let the younger fighter Villaseñor get off.
Rojas landing under the hook there off break. Well, excuse me, before the break. Villaseñor being calm in there, feeling out Rojas. But Rojas, it seems at this point, has a good amount of snap on his punches.
Yeah, they're both throwing decent punches, feeling out for sure what their opponent has to offer.
As Villaseñor lands the first real punch of this round thrown by him, was a good body shot there.
And there he goes.
He throws another one. Wow.
Good left hook by Villaseñor. He seems to be the speedier fighter in there, but more experience to Manuel Rey Rojas. Definitely not the first time he gets hit with a left hook like that by Villaseñor. So experience, I think, is going to play a factor in this fight. As already backpedaling Villaseñor.
Villaseñor showing good movements in his hips. Slipping punches there for Rojas. Rojas, who has a high punch activity at this point, it's going to serve Villaseñor well to be able to move like this and slip those punches. As Villaseñor going on the offensive, though eating a body shot.
Good body shot by Rojas.
And Rojas follows it up with two more.
That's his experience.
The mouthpiece is out of Villaseñor as the referee calls for a break in action.
Might have been done purposely by Villaseñor and take that little breather after that brutal body shot by Rojas.
Rojas displaying the Punisher logo on his trunks as well as a Punisher tattoo on his chest. Seems fitting, the Punisher with a tattoo of the Punisher logo.
Is it safe to say he likes comic books?
He likes to punish his opponents, which he's tried to punish the body of Villaseñor here in this first round. Villaseñor coming back.
Good back and forth action by both fighters this round. Very good.
Round number one now officially in the books. Chris, what do you give the nod to that round?
It was a bit of an even round. I'd give the slight edge to Rojas. He landed some good body shots. Although Villaseñor is not far behind. He's throwing a lot of shots. He missed quite a few also, but he's trying. But that round, I'd say, give it to Rojas.
Rojas making his way all the way from Dallas, Texas. There's a lot of great sparring in the state of Texas. You got pros such as Errol Spence working out in that state out of Dallas, I believe. You got Ronnie Shields training a lot of fighters in Houston at the Pex Gym. A lot of good sparring. It's evident in the skills that Rojas has shown so far in this fight and in that first round.
Yeah, definitely. He showed his experience. 13-3 record, and he needs to push the pace a little bit more with Alec Villaseñor.
As we begin round number two here in Tijuana, Mexico, Villaseñor on the offensive, though eating a big counter hook from Rojas. And like I mentioned earlier, Chris, Rojas is the sharper puncher and has a little bit more pop. When Rojas lands a punch, it has a more of an effect on Villaseñor than when Villaseñor lands a punch.
Absolutely. Villaseñor is backing up for a reason. It's not his tactic. He just kind of has to right now. He feels the punches from Rojas, and he needs to back up. He needs to think of a strategy to land his own shots the way Rojas is landing his.
Rojas setting up that series of punches with the jab there. And Villaseñor answers back, though. A lot of those punches blocked by the gloves of Rojas. Rojas showing good ring generalship so far in this fight. Being the one, he's cutting off the ring, but he's also the fighter whose punches are having the most effect on his opponent, and also putting Villaseñor in positions where it's more advantageous for him.
Yeah, definitely. He wants to have Villaseñor's back against the ropes. And for the majority of this round, that's what he's doing. He's cutting out the ring and making Villaseñor land on the ropes. Now, the only thing that he has to do more is, once he does have him on the ropes, is let his hands go and keep him there. Villaseñor is doing a good job of slipping out every once in a while.
Rojas making good work of his jab. It's been scoring a lot for him in this round. And at times it's been a setup jab, but at other times too it's been a power jab, as he lands with the lunging left hook and works down to the body, but Villaseñor answering back with punches of his own.
Good hook by Villaseñor. And as Manuel Rojas begins to warm up that engine, per se, he's throwing a lot more shots, landing a lot more on Villaseñor, and throwing those body shots is going to pay dividends towards the end of this fight, man, because it's a 6-round fight. It is a short fight, but rounds 5 and 6, I don't think that Villaseñor has been in round 5 and 6 before.
So Villaseñor, a flurry of punches here as the crowd begins to cheer his offense. The Rojas taking it in stride, able to slip a lot of those punches as we come to the end of round number 2.
Yeah, kind of slipped with his hands down, showing Villaseñor that, hey, you're not hurting me.
Seemingly 2 rounds in, you can safely say that Rojas has more or less had his way with Villaseñor in this fight. If you're in that corner of Villaseñor, what does he have to do to change the momentum?
Well, right now, his corner doesn't seem to be telling him too much besides giving him air, but they need to give him a tactical strategy, as it seems like they're doing right now. What he needs to do off of that movement, he needs to throw shots. You know, he can't just keep moving and moving and moving, because eventually Rojas is going to catch him in that corner like he's been doing and put him down.
As we begin round number 3, Manuel Rojas going up against Alec Villaseñor. Villaseñor now backing Rojas against the ropes and then loading on his body with the flurry of shots to the body. Rojas, though, has the face of a Terminator. No emotion whatsoever after that flurry from Villaseñor.
No, the stone-faced assassin.
The face of the Punisher, as his moniker goes. Villaseñor being a little bit more livelier in this round. But let me bring something up to you, Chris. You have a guy here that's 13-3 going up against a guy that's 3-0. On paper, to me, when first looking at it, I kind of thought like, hey, this guy has a good amount more fights than Villaseñor.
That just goes to show that they have confidence in Villaseñor with the 3-0 and what he's able to do in the gym, what he's done in his past fights, to take on such a big challenge in Manuel Rojas. You know, that just goes to say his corner has a lot of confidence. And right now his confidence is growing. He's throwing a lot more shots than he did in the first round, throwing to the body and trying to win this fight, because honestly the hardest thing to go is that O. So he wants to keep that O on his record.
Villaseñor knowing that he has to let his hands go in order to score some type of points with the judges and get momentum going to his favor. Rojas, though, calm, cool, collected.
That's exactly the phrase to use. He's coming forward, very calm look on his face. His demeanor as well, very calm. Just getting off his punches. Doesn't seem like too much effort's behind it, but they're hurting Villaseñor.
Thudding punch is being landed by Rojas. And it's just a world of difference when Rojas lands a punch compared to when Villaseñor lands a punch. And I get a feeling you're seeing a guy who's a lot more complete in Rojas in there tonight.
Alec Villaseñor is still trying to win this fight, but it's getting more and more difficult since Manuel Rojas is doing a very good job cutting out the ring, landing his shots, and mainly going to the body. Good shots to the body.
He attempts to mount some sort of offense right there with flurry punches, though. Blocked by the gloves and elbows of Rojas. To come now to the final 10 seconds of round number 3. Villaseñor coming in, throwing a flurry of punches. Rojas exchanging as well. As we come to the close of the 3rd round. Better round for Villaseñor. When he let it, like I mentioned, when he lets his hands go, it kind of stops Rojas in his tracks and he can't really do anything.
Definitely, he has speed, he has youth. He needs to take advantage. You know, he doesn't, like I said, he doesn't want to lose that O. But Manuel Rojas is doing a very good job of cutting out the ring, just using his experience. Like you mentioned earlier, would you take a fight, a 3-0 fighter against a 13-3 fighter? And my answer would be no. You know, Rojas showing his experience, and you can see it on the face of Villaseñor right now.
Round number 4 now beginning here at the Salon Mezzanine in Tijuana, Mexico, as we're seeing Manuel Rojas going up against Alec Villaseñor in a fight in which Villaseñor having some success in that 3rd round, finally letting his hands go. They can make the argument that the fight at this point is a 2-1 affair, Chris.
Yeah, it's a very close fight, but I see Rojas kind of just pushing the action a little bit more. Villaseñor is fighting off of instinct right now, I believe, and it might just be a matter of time, especially if Rojas keeps landing those body shots the way he is.
Those body shots. Wow. Villaseñor is going to be peeing blood tomorrow with all those body shots that Rojas is able to land so far. It's going to take its effect. And this is a 6-round fight. We might see the effects happening in this round or in the next.
Yeah, you might be right. You know, it might take effect. It's definitely showing on his skin, Villaseñor's skin. You can see the marks of those vicious body shots that Rojas is throwing.
Rojas coming forward, landing a lead left hook, lands an overhand as well. As both fighters going at it right there, Villaseñor, you can see, is now showing signs of fatigue. His punches aren't as fast and aren't as crisp as they were before.
No, they're not, and that has a lot to do with the body shots that Rojas is landing. There's just too much experience right now. I believe not only does Villaseñor probably need to go back to the drawing board, but so does his management team. Putting him up against such an experienced guy in his 4th professional fight.
Villaseñor now at this point just swinging, hoping that a big shot lands against Rojas. And Rojas in control so far of this round, picking his punches well and placing them even better to the body of Villaseñor, who you can visibly see tired, but also, like you mentioned, Chris, there's a big old red mark on his abdomen from all those punches that Rojas has been able to land.
Yeah, you could definitely see the effects on his skin and the way he's fighting now. He's wearing down little by little.
Chipping it away at the body of Villaseñor, little by little, breaking down that foundation. You break the body, the head will fall.
And there you go, Villaseñor. He's getting hit to the body, so he decides to go to the body.
So Villaseñor attempting to mount some sort of offense as we come to the end of round number 4.
People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family. Hours of road work. Fighting through the pain of training. We don't complain. You know, tough this life is. People ask me then, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best boxer. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube for future stars boxing fight.
Coming up on the 5th round, Alec Villaseñor, first time in this territory. See how he handles it.
Big hook by Rojas there, lands flush on the head of Villaseñor.
Villaseñor took it well. Comes right back.
Yeah, he answered right back with the straight.
Like I said earlier, Marcos, the hardest thing to go as a professional is that O. You don't want to lose that O. And right now he's fighting like he doesn't want to lose that O.
And Rojas going back to the jab now. Opening up punches as he lands 2 there in that exchange. So Villaseñor now coming forward, wanting to land something of his own. Chris, from what do you see right now?
Well, I see.
And from the punches, the type of punches that Rojas is landing,
I just
is
think
it going to come to a
that
point where you think that it might be a little bit too much for a guy like Villaseñor?
yeah, the experience factor, like I mentioned early on in this fight, it's taking over. You know, Rojas is landing harder and harder shots as the rounds go on, as the seconds go on, and Villaseñor starting to go into just more like survival mode more than anything. And Rojas doing the right thing, just pressuring, trying to cut off the ring. Villaseñor trying to showboat, but this ain't the time right now to be showboating. He's getting a boxing clinic put on him right now.
And Villaseñor showing the heart of line, saying, hey, come on, Rojas, bring it to me, I can take it.
Absolutely, he's fighting his heart out, but Rojas, too much for him tonight.
The other thing, too, is you see Villaseñor, he's visibly tired. And then you take a look at Rojas. Rojas is not even tired. You can tell that he's not breathing hard. He's pacing himself extremely well.
Well, that has a lot to do with the experience. You know, the way he's fighting now is the way he fought in the first round, as opposed to Villaseñor, who came out guns blazing, throwing everything he had in the tank, and now he has nothing left with 1 round to go.
As we come to the closing seconds of round number 5, can Villaseñor respond with something in round number 6 to change the course of this fight? Because at this point, it's been all Rojas so far. Now, Chris, looking at the corner of Villaseñor, he's taking a lot of damage in this fight. It's having a big effect of him. You as a corner person, do you want to see your fighter who has a record of 3-0, who has a lot of fights left in his career, take this type of damage, or do you just cut your losses and throw in the towel?
Well, maybe they should be thinking about stopping it, but as I can see right now in the corner, they seem to giving him a lot more instruction and what to do, and not necessarily thinking other fighter, because he is taking a lot of shots. And in my opinion, if I was the corner, I believe I would stop this fight and save my fighter for another day.
Here we go, the final round, round number 6. Manuel Rojas, over the course of 5 rounds, landing the better punches and really putting tremendous amount of work to the body of very game, but it seems outgunned Alex Villaseñor.
If this fight would have been later on in Villaseñor's career, it might have been a different fight because he is a skillful fighter. He has skills. He has movement. But just too much experience, too much power. Rojas is taking this fight.
I was mentioning that Rojas popping that jab, but he's been a little bit inconsistent with it so far over the course of 5 rounds. Choosing to focus more on the body, and rightly so, because it's had a huge effect on Villaseñor.
But the main thing is that those body shots are there. You know, just goes to show the inexperience of Villaseñor, covering his face up a little bit too much and leaving that body open. Nice shot by Rojas. Nice left hook. It seems as though Rojas knows that he has a opponent in front of him, and he's just taking his time, picking the shots, trying to get Villaseñor out of there.
As Rojas just seconds ago, landing a hard, straight right hand. Villaseñor, I don't think, has landed a clean punch this round, as the offense that he does throw out there has been very loopy, very wild.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Marcos. I don't think he's landed a shot this round. It just goes to show the poise of Rojas defending as he's coming forward, landing hard, stiff jabs like he just did right now.
As we come to 2 minutes in this final round here, where Rojas has been having his way against Alec Villaseñor, and Señor has to know that he's down big in this fight, showing no sense of urgency whatsoever, and looking that maybe he's just trying to get out of the round.
Yeah, and then Rojas just seems like he's also cruising out of this round as well, so maybe he knows this fight's in the bag. I think Villaseñor needs to show a little bit of urgency and maybe just do a little bit more, you know, since his corner sent him out for this last round. Do a little bit more and try to show that, you know, he was an undefeated fighter for a reason.
As we come to the final 10 seconds of this round, Villaseñor and Rojas throwing caution to the wind. Both fighters throwing haymaker punches, as it is now officially in the books. Round number 6 over. Both fighters raising their hands in victory. It's a great fight, but I think we saw a fight in which we saw a more experienced fighter really give not only a beating, but teaching a young pup and making him earn his stripes here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Young pup. Villaseñor still has a lot to learn, and Rojas showed him that he has a lot to learn. So, kudos to Villaseñor taking the fight, giving a hell of a fight, but the more experienced Rojas today took this fight.
Though the young Villaseñor should be happy that he was able to get the rounds that he got in with Manuel Rojas. Still has a long career ahead of him. He's still very young. This was only his 4th professional fight, so if the decision does not go his way, which it seems like it won't, because obviously he's down 5-1, he shouldn't take too much of it. He still has a lot to learn. With that being said, the judges' scores are now in. Let's take it to a ring announcer, Pablo Flores.
Damas y caballeros, el combate ha sido a distancia de 6 rounds. Y ahora tenemos la decisión de los jueces. After 6 rounds of boxing, we go now to the judges' scorecards. Y no sin antes, un fuerte aplauso a ambos, a Villaseñor y a Punisher Rojas por este también gran combate. Round of applause for these two warriors. All three judges have scored the same, 59-55. Los tres jueces, Francisco Pacheco, Sergio Lechuga y Max Zúñiga, coinciden en tarjeta 59-55. For your winner by the way of unanimous decision, su ganador por vía de la decisión unánime. Dallas, Texas in the house. The Punisher, Manuel Rojas. Y también fue de reconocimiento al de Agua Prieta, Sonora, a Alec Villaseñor.
People just don't know what we go through. All the time away from family. Hours of road work. Fighting through the pain of training. We don't complain. You know, people just don't understand how tough this life is. People ask me then, why do it? Simple. I want to be the best in boxing. Follow Best in Boxing on YouTube for future star boxing fight.
And here we go, folks. This is the main event of the evening, as we see now. The dancing Jose Luis Leal of Mexicali, Mexico, doing a little shimmy, showing his best moves in there, sporting a record of 2-3 as he enters the ring now, dancing his way around Senor Shrek. And here we go, folks, the fighter that everybody here in attendance, Salon Medina, has been waiting for. Here we see Armando Tovar, 6-1, making his way to the ring. With the applause of everybody here. Main event time here in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico.
Damas y caballeros, por Azteca Boxing Promotions presenta el combate estelar de esta noche. This is your main event of the evening. Set for 6 rounds of boxing in the super lightweight division. 6 rounds de combate en la categoría de peso super ligero. Your 3 judges scoring, sus 3 jueces, Sergio Lechuga, Francisco Pacheco y Max Zúñiga. And when the action begins, your third man inside the ring, el tercero en la superficie, Fernando Rentería. Ahora bien, damas y caballeros que nos acompañan desde el Salón de Sanine, desde la frontera más visitada del mundo, Tijuana, Baja California, México. Ajusten sus cinturones. Introducing to you first the fighter standing in the blue corner, wearing blue trunks with red trim. He's official weight 140 pounds. Presentando ustedes en la esquina azul, vistiendo calzoncillo color azul con rojo, con un peso de 140 libras. As a professional, he stands with 2 victories against 3 losses, and those 2 victories coming by the way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 2 victorias, 3 derrotas y sus 2 victorias por la vía del cloroformo. Puritito Chicali, Baja California, el más loco, José Luis Leal. And his opponent across the ring, standing in the red corner, wearing black and silver. His official weight 140 pounds. Y su rival en la esquina roja, vistiendo calzoncillo negro con plata, con un peso de 140 libras. As a professional, he has a record consisting of 6 wins against 1 loss, and 4 of those wins coming by the fast way of knockout. Presenta un récord de 6 victorias, 1 derrota y 4 de esas victorias por la vía del knockout. Representing House of Boxing, San Diego, California, USA, Armando Tovar. Here is your third man, Fernando Rentería.
Vamos a pelear estelar, vamos a sacar muchos golpes, vamos a tener cuidado con las cabezas, no golpes en la nuca, en la espalda y bajo el cinturón. A las esquinas, fuerte.
Well, you have to say something about Jose Luis Leal. He's a showman.
Yeah, he is. He came into the ring dancing, doing the shimmy, showing his moves. As we go, folks, main event time here in Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. Armando Tovar, 6-1, going up against Jose Luis Leal. As we begin the action right away, Leal coming forward with offense.
And definitely not the most technical, but he's throwing, Marcos.
Leal in the blue trunks with red trim. Looking for a quick start, but Tovar, who's in black trunks with silver trim, able to weather this early offensive storm of Leal. As you can hear the crowd behind the hometown fighter here. Tovar landing a big straight hand right there. Coming forward.
And Tovar just needs to stay poised. You know, when you have a wild fighter such as Leal, you just need to stay poised, stay calm, and land your shots. You know, ignore the crowd because there's a lot of people here wanting the knockout, but he needs to take his time.
As Leal motioning to him, come on, let's go, trying to act as a matador there, but the bull, Tovar, able to walk down and subdue the matador. So far, he lands a straight right hand there. Tovar being a good, come-forward fighter, pressures really well. Reminds a lot of people who have seen him fight before of Brandon Rios, actually. A fighter that would always come forward and throw a lot of offense in his fights.
Well, good comparison. You know, anybody would like to be considered compared to Brandon Rios, such a good fighter, former world champion, and Tovar seems to have the same skills.
Tovar is coming forward.
Like I said earlier, Marcos, he just needs to stay composed. Leal is just a quirky fighter, trying to get him to come in, trying to get him to overcommit and take advantage. That's his only shot.
Yeah, Leal trying to get him out of his mental game. Motioning to him to come forward, but I think it could end up potentially backfiring on him as Tovar's coming forward and landing some big punches on him.
And we'll see how long Leal can keep this up. He's running a lot, he's using his legs, but Tovar is going good, throwing good shots to the body and head, but mainly those body shots are going to pay dividends.
Tovar landing
just like that.
Big blows like that just now to end round number 1. A good scrap here that has people here in attendance on their feet, cheering for the hometown fighter, Armando Tovar, who had a great round number 1.
Yeah, excellent round by Armando Tovar. Leal, like I said earlier, he's a showman. He came here to give this crowd a good show, and that's what he's doing.
As we're looking at the corner of Tovar, Tovar seems to look in better condition, cardio-wise. This opponent, Leal on the other side, taking some very deep breaths right now.
Yeah, that seems to be the case. He used his legs a lot. Tovar landed very good shots to the body, and Leal's going to have a hard night if he keeps fighting the same way.
As we get in round number 2, and much like he started the first round, Leal coming forward, aggressive, throwing haymakers at Armando Tovar. But he has to understand this too. It's a 6-round fight. He needs to conserve his energy.
Well, we don't know. Maybe he does have the energy, Marcos. But like he was breathing in between rounds there, it doesn't look like it, but he came out like he did.
Tovar fighting out of the House of Boxing in San Diego, California, as he did stunning shots to the body there of Leal. And Leal, you can tell he did not like those, attempting to move out. I think the corner just hit his own fire, urging him to get out of the corner.
I believe it was a pat in the butt, maybe get him going.
Coming forward, Leal using his legs, knowing that a pressure fire, and down goes Leal. We at some point the body shots will take effect. Here we go. Let's see if Tovar can close the show as Leal comes forward.
So instead of going back and retreating, Leal comes straight at his opponent and tries to get him out of there.
Well, he's doing a smart thing right now, clinching up with Tovar, but like you mentioned, I don't think it's the smartest thing to come right after a guy that just happened to knock you down. And the corner actually imploring Leal to go ahead and clinch.
He seems as though he took a kamikaze approach.
Tovar now continuing his offense, taking to the body of Leal. And he's knocking him. He senses blood.
And that one
it could
again,
be close.
it seems to crumble. Leal in the corner.
We could see the beginning of the end right here.
And there goes the corner, giving him a push in the butt. Get him going.
Leal looking
great body shot once again
to survive. As he goes almost out of the ring. And it's all over. Armando Tovar wins by second round KO.
Great hook with hand by Tovar. And it sent Luis Leal through the ropes.
An impressive win here tonight by Armando Tovar, notching his 6th career knockout and improving his record to 7-1, much to the delight of the crowd here in attendance, all of which came here to see him not only put on a great performance, but to get a finish in the manner in which he got it here in round number 2.
Yeah, Tovar definitely put on a crowd-pleasing performance tonight. He did his job. Leal came out and tried to put on a tough fight for Tovar, but Tovar wasn't having it tonight. He did an excellent job of controlling the distance and controlling Leal the whole fight.
Damas y caballeros, este combate concluye con un tiempo de 2 minutos 27 segundos en el round número 2. This bout comes to an end. Officially at 2 minutes 27 seconds in round number 2. Declaring your winner by technical knockout. Su ganador por la vía del knockout técnico. House of Boxing, San Diego, California y Tijuana, Baja California. Armando Tovar.
Armando Tovar, pero qué forma de cerrar esta espectacular noche. Tu octava pelea como Arcenao Boxing Promotion y tu séptima ganada.
Sí, muchas gracias a todos los que vinieron hoy. Estoy muy agradecido con todos ustedes. El apoyo que me dan mucho esfuerzo, me dan mucha fuerza y de salir adelante. Y pues gracias por venir y sigan viniendo porque es lo que me empuja a ser mejor.
Ahí está, estamos seguros que vienen muchísimas más victorias para ti, Tovar, y vamos a estar todos nosotros aquí para presenciarlo. Felicidades, Armando.
Muchas gracias.
The winner in our main event here tonight, Armando Tovar, winning via round 2 KO in spectacular fashion, knocking out his opponent, Jose Luis Leal, almost outside of the ring, to the applause and to the roar of the fans here in attendance that came and saw him here tonight, Chris.
Yeah, it's not something that you see every fight. He punched him so hard he almost flew out of the ring. It's a great spectacle tonight. I thank Boris Boxing for having me. Marcos, great show. Looking forward to the next one.
Y de esta manera llegamos a nuestro fin. Muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes que nos acompañaron. Los esperamos próximamente a nombre de Boris Boxing Promotions, a nuestros patrocinadores, a Tecos, a Outlaw Energy Drink, a la comisión y a todos los aficionados a los boxeos. Nos estamos viendo